Assalamu alaikum, everybody, and welcome to another live stream Q&A. Before we start, as usually, I will now put the link for those who would like to join. Here is the link. And yeah, before we start, just put this, I don't know, it was, as I saw, it was somehow not in YouTube, but StreamYard has put it. Aladdin has put this comment, and then Hourglass has put this comment, and then after he has put this comment, then this comment, and then he suggested me this, Hourglass, and then is not here to learn. And then I answered, Assalamu alaikum, dear brother Hourglass. Yes, I answered him this and this one. So he may think whatever he wants. Only if you use bad language, then I will block anybody who use bad language. Otherwise, they have the freedom to believe in whatever they want. Yes, I would like to, because I've said many times that the mullahs are majority of them, not all, and in all religions, priests, rabbis, monks, they are a bunch of businessmen, and they use religion for their own benefit. I want to play a video, very short. It's a mullah in Iran. We know that the mullahs of, Sunni mullahs, they also have been writing a lot of trash in their books, like Bukhari, Muslim, and others. And here is one of the Shia mullahs who is creating a trash story that I'm sure that even Sunni Muslims laugh at him. So, but this is the same thing in the, in the Sunni part as well, in their, imams and scholars. I will translate it bit by bit when it is playing, okay?
قطار شترانی رد میشد.
I'm sorry. He's talking about the Mi'raj when Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was going with Gabriel or Jibril, angel Jibril. And I don't know where they saw, definitely the way he's explaining it, it wasn't on planet Earth. It was somewhere in the heaven, somewhere that they saw a caravan of camels. They are passing and they are carrying goods.
جبرائیل عرضه داشت یا رسول الله اگه به خاطر این ایستادید که این قطار شتران رد بشه، این قطار شتران همینطور لاینقطع در حال عبوره.
And then Salam alaikum, Hourglass.
Yes, Salam alaikum. Peace
How
be
are you,
with
inshallah?
you.
Peace be with
I'm
you,
good.
bro. Thank you.
I'm good. All
yeah.
thanks and praises be to Allah. I'm doing good.
Alhamdulillah, yes. Just I will explain about this video and then we can talk, yeah?
Yes,
Okay?
of course.
Yeah, okay. So anyway, now he says that Gabriel said to the Prophet, peace be upon him, that if you are waiting for this camel caravan to pass, you have to know that this caravan, passing without any end.
من از زمانی که خلق شدم این قطار شتران رو دیدم.
He said, when I was created, I have seen this camel caravan from the time I was created.
در حال حرکت بودن. پیغمبر فرمودن تو چند سالته؟
Prophet Muhammad, peace be on him, asked Gabriel, how old are you? Before I continue, Anton, hello, how are you, my brother? Flat Earth, hello, my brother. Or I don't know, Flat Earth, you're a sister or brother. Anyway, hello, welcome. The link is there. If you would like to, any of you, you can join after this short video, then we can continue to talk.
عرضه داشت یا رسول الله من نمیدونم چند سالمه اما یک ستاره ایست هر 30,000 سال یک مرتبه طلوع میکنه.
Gabriel said to Prophet Muhammad, "O Prophet, I don't know how old I am, but there is a star that every 30,000 years it rises once, every 30,000 years."
من 30,000 بار این طلوع ستاره رو دیدم.
I have seen 30,000 times the rise of this star. So you have to count 30,000 times he has seen the rise of that, and every 30,000 years it rises once. So
پیغمبر فرمودن بازم قبل از تو این قطار شتران در حرکت بوده. عرضه داشت
and Prophet asked him, where these camel caravan continue even before you were born? And Jibril says,
بله یا رسول الله. عرضه داشت یا رسول الله میکائیل از من مسن‌تره سنش.
and then Gabriel said, "O Prophet, Michael or Michael, angel Michael is older than me, and his age is."
از من بیشتره. یک ستاره ایست هر 120,000 سالی یک مرتبه طلوع میکنه.
There is a star that rise every 120,000 years.
اون 120,000 مرتبه این طلوع ستاره رو دیده.
Michael has seen 120,000 times the rise of this star.
فرمود بالاتر از تو هم هست بالاتر از.
And then Prophet asked, is there anyone older than you? And then you see that there are people, ignorant people around him, and they are believing in such a trash that he's explaining.
از میکائیل هم هست. گفت بله یا رسول الله اسرافیل بلندتره بزرگتره سنش بیشتره.
And then Gabriel said, yes, Israfil, angel Israfil, is older.
ستاره ای هست هر 240,000 سال یک مرتبه طلوع میکند. اون
And there is a star that every 240,000 years it rises, and the Israfil has seen that 240,000 times.
240,000 بار دیده. بازم حدیث ادامه داره.
And then he said the hadith still continue.
پیغمبر فرمودند بار این شتران چیه؟
And the Prophet asked, what they carry, these camels?
چی اینها هم میکنن؟ عرضه داشت یا رسول الله فضائل حضرت مولا الموحدین امیر المؤمنین علی مرتضی.
Hourglass, do you know what was what they were carrying? No, you don't.
I'm not sure.
No, do you know what they were carrying? He said that they were carrying Ali radiallah's what is it? Manner. His manner.
Oh,
Perhaps they were books, and they were carrying these books, and how many million or billions of years they were passing, and they were carrying. And this is, these Shia Muslims who want to, bring up their Imam Ali radiallahu highest. Some of them even believe that there are, of course, who believe that
Yes.
he was kind of God, like this. So anyway, this is
Right.
unfortunately, yes, this is unfortunately is there when we say that these people are a bunch of businessmen. So there are proof. We know that they are businessmen, and these are some of the evidence, and it is about, not, as I said, not Shia only. There are Sunnis, like we said, Bukhari and all others. They also write a lot of stupid things in their books, and it is in other religions as well. So I would like to see what Anton, do you believe Muhammad traveled with Gabriel? No, I don't believe. I believe that was just like a dream. Okay, so it wasn't any trip to the sky or anywhere. So I don't believe in that he did that. So hello everyone, have a nice day, evening. Looking forward to today's stream. Yeah, thank you. You
Thank
too,
you.
brother. Yes. The last angel is 57.6 billion years old, according to Imam's story. Yes. Yeah, very good that you counted. Yes. Yeah, our class. Yes. How are you, inshallah? Yes.
Yeah, I'm doing good. Thanks. And
Very good.
there was you remember the Imam I was telling you about
Yeah.
last week?
Okay.
In another video, he got very angry about music. He was like, he
Okay.
was yelling. I was, if you want to react to it, I
Yeah,
have.
yeah.
It's about
Yes.
2 minutes.
Yeah. Let's. You can share the link, please.
All right, I'm sharing it on the private chat.
Okay. Yes. Let's
So
see
I
if I
sent it.
can. All right. Yes. Let me check. I will try to share it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let me see. I have to go now to present. Share. Best of. Yes, I think it's this. Sure. Okay.
Matting in a masjid event, inshallah ta'ala, live in the masjid, then click on the link below. It will take you to a Telegram.
At 37.
Allah freeze them. Your neck is safe. You're from the people of Jannah.
Sorry, what you said?
Yes, 37 minutes. It's
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
37, yes.
Okay, I'll put it here.
Thank you.
We know these people. May Allah Azza wa Jal forgive us. Ameen. So the first thing is that the tawbah has to be sincerely for whose sake? Allah's sake. The second condition is al-i'tiraf. You have to acknowledge the sin. You have to do what, my brothers? You have to acknowledge the sin. Then what does it mean to acknowledge the sin? You have to accept that you made a mistake. This is so hard to do nowadays. You know why? Because people argue with you if it's even haram. Akhi, don't listen to music. The guy says, but I swear that it's halal.
It's going to
But
be
I'm telling
very
you, the
loud.
Prophet said it's clearly
So,
haram. But he says, but my sheikh said it's fine. Akhi, we don't care about your sheikh. When the Prophet said it's haram, don't ever tell me that my sheikh said. Don't ever tell me that my sheikh said, or there was a scholar that said. We said the Prophet said. Don't argue now. Don't argue.
yeah, that's it.
They
That's
came
the
to Ibn
point.
Abbas radiallahu anhuma, and they said, what do you say about Hajj al-Tamattu, which is a type of Hajj? He said it's allowed. The Prophet said it. They said, but Abu Bakr and Umar said you can't do it. Ibn Abbas took a step back. He said, I am scared that Allah is about to send down stones from the sky to destroy you all. I said to you that the Prophet said, and you said to me, no, Abu Bakr said. Don't ever argue with the Prophet. You'll be destroyed. Don't ever do that. وليحذر الذين يخالفون عن أمره أن تصيبهم فتنة أو يصيبهم عذاب أليم. Allah said, let them take a warning from going against the affairs of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I get angry because they claim we love him. They say, oh, shukr Rasul. And when you don't follow their way, ghustaki Rasul. You bring them a hadith. He says, not the Rasul, my sheikh, my peer, my guy. You have to accept this is a mistake. We've never lived in a day and age where people have become this absent-minded from just accepting it's haram. They're living in denial when they don't realize that the Nile is a river in Egypt. You got the joke, huh?
Yes, he's very,
Portsmouth yesterday.
I don't know what.
Alhamdulillah. Normal people.
Yes,
You guys got the joke, yeah?
It's
yes,
finished, you mean?
yes. You see how he got angry about music and he was yelling.
Yeah. The thing is that, okay, the thing is that, okay, Anton, please join us. He says, the thing is that these people, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Quran, don't, he's blaming even, I think he's blaming the mushrikeen, that they forbid what Allah hasn't forbid, okay?
Yes,
And in Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says what is forbidden, what is haram, okay? And what is, he doesn't say what is not, because only those he's saying there are haram. And he has mentioned them in Quran. And these people, I remember that in the past, in, for example, Iran, these mullahs, the same people, when telephone came, it was haram. When radio came, it was haram. When TV came, it was haram. When video came, it was haram. And music, of course, was haram. I remember that every Friday, pray Jummah, every Friday, outside the mosque, they were burning TV sets, video sets, because it is haram. And then when they took the power hourglass, after the revolution, they saw that no, they need TV. Oh no, they need radio. Oh no, they need music. So everything became halal. Okay, they use it now. They see that, oh, they need technology. They need computer. They need everything to run a country. So these people, this guy sitting there, he has no any responsibility whatsoever. If he take the power of a country, then he realized that, oh no, it is not possible. Understand?
yes, exactly. And it's what the Taliban's are doing too. They're crazy, but they do use music to when it's good for them, right? When they need it. And I saw that they even made lamb forbidden to eat in Iran. At some point, I saw your live. Lamb was forbidden to eat because it makes people lazy and they can't wake up for the prayer in the morning. There was some other things they made forbidden, many things, just because it was good for them, right? For their own, how could I say, interests, for their own interests. And yes, these people, but you see this preacher, he's very mean. He talks about women in such a way. He says that women should cover. If she's not covered, it's like she's an evil woman. He hates the non-Muslims. He was telling you can't make friends with them. They're evil. He's such a, I don't know how he ended up like this, because he's from England. I mean, he lived his whole life in England, and yet he's still an extremist, right?
Yeah. I don't know exactly. I mean, these people, I think this guy, I don't know if it was this guy or he looks like this guy, as I remember. He was going over a donkey. He wasn't taking cars, he had a donkey in the UK. I still have the photo in my phone. I will find it and show you. That I think it was this guy, as I remember, that he ride a donkey. He doesn't go by car around. So this guy, if it is the same, but he is the same, I think, not even if it is not the same person, but it is the same like that guy. They live in a cave, they're coming from 1,000 years ago, and they haven't developed. I don't know who are these. Anton asked,
exactly.
yes, Anton asked Hourglass why. Why what? I don't know, Anton. Do you understand what he means with why?
I'm not sure. Maybe the video. I take a guess and say that yes. I just wanted to see Brother Muji's reaction to it, because we've dealt with we've seen another video of his, some other clips where he was talking about fornication, and he was telling people fornication it's bad if you have a child out of this,
and then you have to marry. Yes, I know.
Yes, all this nonsense, right?
Yes,
And I was
fornication.
very shocked.
Yes,
And,
fornication. Yes, we understand Hourglass. Yeah, fornication is bad. But what you said, it was, crazy that you say that you can marry your own daughter, and we explained that.
yes,
That's ridiculous, And
exactly.
he wasn't, the thing is that he wasn't saying that fornication, if you have, relation with the married person. He was saying that if you have relation, for example, a boyfriend and girlfriend, okay? So, we explained that it is not like that, that the paper, when you are, it was in the past, was very important to document it, so that in case they get child, then they know who the parents are. So it is not about that only that two people have relation with each other. Whether you write a paper, you don't write a paper, you still have some agreement between each other.
Yes,
So it doesn't have to be. It was very important in the past, so that you have these these agreements. These witnesses, that they know, they see that you are married, and yes, this is the father, yes, this is the mother. So the witnesses were very important in the past. But today we have this technology. Yes, we know who is the father, who is the mother. Okay,
yes,
so that piece of paper
exactly.
doesn't change much.
Exactly. And about this, I wanted to ask you a question, since it's a live Q&A session. I would like to ask you a question about marriage and all that.
Mhm.
And yes, so in Islamic law, I've been told that it's a little, it's not difficult, but it requires a lot of things. Like you have to pay the dowry, you need 4 witnesses, you need, is this accurate? What are your thoughts on this? Because I'm still learning. I'm not sure. I would like
Yeah, I
to
understand. Yes.
hear your thoughts on this. Thank
Yeah,
you.
but yes, I understand. But the thing is that, yes, in the past, it was definitely, for example, Arabs, they wouldn't marry a widow. Okay, so when a woman married, I couldn't find a picture, by the way. I was looking for the picture, but anyway. So when a woman married, then, and I'm so sorry I have to say like this, but it was like this in the past, that she would lose, it would be like a second-hand object, okay, for people. And so it was very important that if she divorced, then she get some compensation, so that even if she doesn't get remarried, then she has this, dowry to go on, perhaps. So, and it was definitely for a reason that people don't just, get married and then, have 1 month or something like that relation, and then divorce and go with another one. So they should think twice, understand? So these measures were definitely right for those times. But today, today is different, okay, in our time. For example, a family that are quite rich, they are not, in need of that dowry. Okay. So if they want to get divorced, that dowry doesn't change anything in their life. All right. So I believe that I can say that this was good for the past, but today, with our society, that women also can work, they can earn. So there is no need anymore. There are things that has to be changed in our time, and it will change. And there are I know that there are people who say my dowry is, for example, a book. Okay, because it is just a tradition, so they take it as, okay, a book or a bunch of flour. Understand? Hourglass. So they see that they don't need anymore. This was needed. Of course, if there are now poor people, maybe they need still a dowry. And those witnesses that you said, I said that before, definitely that it was needed in the past, that people know who is the father, who's the mother, that they got married. Yes, these two people are married. In the case of inheritance as well. So there should be witnesses that yes, they got married, and then all these things. Yeah, but the legal part. But today we have everything we need. We know. Okay, so for example, in Sweden, people live together, they get children, but they haven't gone to any municipality to write a paper, but they are officially married. Okay, so if they divorce, they are like wife and husband. Understand? Hourglass, they are like wife and husband. They haven't written any paper, they haven't been to the church or municipality or whatever, but they are married. They are in officially, despite they haven't written any paper. Okay.
Okay, yes. That makes sense because,
Mhm.
yes, I've heard so many, moms who were telling people, if you're a certain age, you need to get married. It's a must. You have to do it. You can't
Mhm.
wait anymore. And they bring that a very
Mhm.
negative view of marriage because it's like a business to these people, these preachers, these imams, these so-called
Mhm.
scholars. They only want to basically, they're forcing people, and that's not right. Yes. All right, so
Yeah.
what you said makes perfect sense.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I agree with you. Now I have another question about, I've seen obviously what happened with a Muslim cowboy. And yes, he made a video, a very short video. I don't know if you've seen it, where he was basically talking about a sister who was telling people she was
Mhm.
a woman, but she was dressed in a very
Yeah.
modest way, but she wasn't covering her hair. So, and she was telling people, you don't need to wear the headscarf, right? The covering. And he was angry. He was like, you're
Mhm.
deceiving people. And this Muslim cowboy is very sad because, from what I know, he's grown up in Texas, right? It's not
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
he's from Afghanistan or some,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
extremist country, and yet
Uh,
he's gone completely
yeah. Yeah.
extremist. What is
Yeah.
going on?
Yeah. Hourglass. I think I saw. He was. He had written, or somebody, I don't know, that he was a extremist Christian before. I think. Yeah. So
Oh yeah,
from extremist Christian, he became extremist Muslim. Yes, unfortunately. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, yes, I know what his views are, very, very extremist and backward. And he said himself that, oh, nobody will go to heaven except me and my friends. So we
Yes,
can understand this.
and he didn't let you speak because you were
Yeah,
about
yeah,
to answer him, and
yeah.
he just muted you and he kicked you out. He was very
Yeah.
rude. And these
And
people,
I think, sorry, I think he was afraid as well, not just, you know, he was afraid that I come up with something, with a verse or something, and he cannot answer, then he will, he will feel ashamed in front
Oh,
of his
yes.
followers. So that's why he removed me, so that it doesn't go deep, so that he say the last and then he removed me. So that's
Yes.
why they are afraid to allow me, talking to them,
Yes.
because I was going to bring for him verses of Quran that says, opposite to what he said. Understand?
Yes. Exactly. They don't want their views to be challenged.
No,
They
no,
want to
exactly.
be challenged because they don't want people to unsubscribe to their channel. So
Yeah,
that's why they do this.
yes,
That makes sense.
and I
And
said that they yeah, they don't want to go against these extremist views, because a lot of extremists are have subscribed to the channel. Okay, so they don't want to go against them.
exactly.
For them, unfortunately, the belief is not important. Their business is important. Okay,
Yes.
so
It
that
sure
for
is.
me, the belief is most important. That's why I open. Yeah, please welcome. Anybody can join and talk to me. You see that I even don't block people like this. Ali, what is it? Is Aladdin? Yes,
Yes,
Aladdin, yes.
right.
He can say whatever he wants, and I challenge him to call in. Okay.
Yes,
Mm.
exactly. It's an open stream for even these people. But yes, I've heard about the Muslim cowboy before, and I thought I didn't know him by then, but I knew about his name, and I thought
Mhm.
it's good. A Muslim who likes his culture, his American culture, he lives up to it. He's a cowboy. I thought maybe he's an American Muslim who likes his country, who's like open, right? Who's not
Yeah.
like narrow minded like these extremists, but it turns out that he's one of them. He's one of these
Mhm.
people, and it's very, very
Mhm.
sad.
Yeah.
And he was like, yes, he was like,
I,
if people are not Muslims, I can swear by God that they will all go to hell. And I'm thinking, how could you know that? Are you God? How
I
can
mean,
how
Prophet
can you
Muhammad.
be God?
Sorry. Allah Subhanahu wa Taala says in Quran that Prophet Muhammad, to say to Prophet Muhammad, that say that I don't know what will happen to me nor to you. Okay, so Prophet Muhammad, according to Quran, says that I don't know what will happen even to me nor to you. So Prophet Muhammad, and I called in because of that rubbish hadith that he was, quoting that 70,000 of my followers, they will go to heaven without any question, such a, and then like children, that some story that children write here, and then one of his companions say, oh Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad, do I go also? And Prophet Muhammad, okay, you go also. So
Yes.
childish, so childish that okay, you go also, as if as Prophet Muhammad decide who goes to heaven and who doesn't go.
Yeah, that's quite foolish to think
Yeah.
this way. And I remember because we were talking, some people on the comment section were speaking about the headscarf, and
Mhm.
a non-Muslim asked about it, and a Muslim told him to watch the debate between Hakikachu and this and somebody else about headscarf, and I replied to him. I said, "Are you trying to scare him by listening to this Hakikachu? What are
I
you
see.
doing?
I assist you. I assist you
That's
because
nonsense." Yes.
yeah, hourglass, because Hakikatu is a wrong surname for him. I have said it many times in the past that in Persian means truth seeker, and he's
Right.
not a truth seeker; he's an ISIS seeker. So great,
Yes.
this great Illyrian. I think, I don't know if I read it correct. Yes, salam alaikum, brother or sister. Everybody is doing well. The link, I put it here again. If you would like to join us and talk to us, please welcome to do that. Yes, I was going to say about that video he had put about, that, what is it, that sister who was saying that it is okay. And so Quran itself says that Allah doesn't want to take it hard on you, okay, the religion. Assalamu alaikum, brother Sayyid.
Walaikum salam, bhai. How are you, brother?
Alhamdulillah. How are you? Inshallah. Yeah. How are you?
Good, sir. Good, sir.
Very good. Yes. Yeah, I was saying that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that I don't want to wait just a moment. Daniel is a real Muslim. Okay, Lash, I don't know if you are a Muslim or not. So please join us. Tell us why he's a real Muslim. Perhaps for you, real Islam is ISIS. Okay, so that's not our view. For us, Islam is the most merciful and forgiving religion. Anyway, so that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Quran that he doesn't want to take it hard on you. And when even if you are sick, you don't need to pray or fast. You can do it later. Okay. So this what they say is very, very, how do you say, extreme. That they say, I have read verses of Quran that even if you don't even believe, okay, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in chapter 49, verse 13, he's talking about mankind. He doesn't say, oh, ya al muslimun, oh Muslims, or ya al mu'minun, oh believers. He doesn't say even that. He says, ayyuhan nas, means that, oh mankind. So he say, oh mankind, the best of you in the sight of Allah is the most righteous one. Okay, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about everybody, not just Muslims. So even you are not a Muslim and you are a good person, I've said it many times, you sacrifice, you are the most, the one, it says with the most taqwa. And taqwa for me is sacrification. Okay, the more you sacrifice for your own kind, okay, the best you are in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So even they will go to heaven. And this guy say, if you don't pray, you will go to hell. Oh my God. If you don't cover your hair. And there is nothing in Quran that say that you have to cover your hair. It's we had this discussion with brother Rashid and Anton. We had this discussion 2 weeks ago, I think, yeah, that in Quran doesn't say cover your head. It says cover your bosom so that you are not harassed. And that's because of that you are not harassed. Okay. So if you are not harassed, if you are safe, you even don't need to do that. Okay. Hourglass.
Yes, exactly. And I remember seeing a video about a Muslim who shared pictures of, I think it was in the 70s, and women were dressed like people in the Western world. It's only later on, I think, that people, the extremists, they started saying to women to cover, the whole bodies and everything, but they were dressed, in a way that is like in any country today in the Western world. I think these people are just being so, they're looking for little details, right? The little details that people used to live like that. Therefore, this is how we're gonna live. You have, when you wear your pants as a Muslim, you have to have them above your ankles. Otherwise, they'll be in the fire. Have you heard about this narration that you're supposed to have your pants above your ankles? And what do you think about this?
Look, brother Hourglass, these people are, come on, you saw that I played now in the beginning that Mullah was saying so many trash about the Miraj, that those camels, all these trash, childish stories, they say if your hair is out, you will be hanged by your hair in the hell and so on. So you don't have to just listen to these people, ignore them, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Quran that, Prophet Muhammad doesn't know anything about the unseen. The treasure of unseen is only with Allah. And these things are unseen, okay? They are from another dimension. Another dimension is unseen. So, but these people, they know all the details, okay? Every single details, what will happen and all these things. Brother, Farid, yes, welcome back, my brother. It is the brother who took the Shahada a few weeks ago. Welcome back. He has a question about the angels. What is my opinion? Are they real? Yes. These are definitely real creatures of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. and we know the description that they have no free will. Okay, they just follow the orders, and in order to contact us, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was sending these angels. Okay, so we know that yes, according Quran, our prophets, they were contacted by angels, especially Prophet Muhammad. He was contacted by angels. But about jinns, okay, about jinns, I have to tell you that jinns, if you would like to know about them, for me, jinns are not on this planet because they exist. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says they are intelligent, they have good people, they have bad people. And jinns are, sorry, they are creatures, okay? They exist, but the meaning of jinn is unseen. So why we don't see them? Because they are not here on our planet. That's why we don't see them. And we hear a lot of ridiculous stories from different people in different religions, yeah? And that in Islam, we have people who get jinn inside them, and mullahs want to take it out. In Christianity, people get Satan in them, or devil in the, sorry, or what is it? There is another one, devil, and then demons, yeah, demons, and so on inside them. So these are just myths and business for these mullahs and priests and so on. So they create all these things, but they don't exist on our planet. None of these things exist. And for me, jinns are the nickname of aliens because they are they are creatures, and creatures are those material ones. We have to see them. Otherwise, they are not material. They are energy, okay? So if they exist and we don't see them, it means that they are not here on this planet, okay? So it is a message that there are other beings, there are other creatures, but where are they? They are definitely in the all galaxies. There are billions of galaxies, billions of planets. So this option, okay, Sahih al-Bukhari and Sahih Muslim are not fabricated hadiths. Okay, I know that, as I know you are Iranian, so that's your opinion, and we have the facts, the proof that they have a lot of fabricated. I don't say that all their hadiths are fabricated, no, but I can prove you that there are fabricated hadiths in their books. One of them, the most famous one, is the hadith about stoning, that the verse of stoning doesn't exist because it was eaten by a goat and so on. So this hadith is fabricated. That's why Aladdin and everybody else, they ran away discussing me about that, because they cannot prove that it is authentic, because it suggests that the verse is not there, has been eaten by a goat. Yes, Hourglass.
Yes, exactly. And brother, when I tried to read these books like Bukhari and Muslim, and I was very disturbed. There are so many things that are wrong. How could you say that this is from God? Because I'm sure you heard about the narration that says that a woman has to breastfeed a man 10 times.
That's the two of them. Yeah, these two. In Ibn Majah, it says both these verses came down and was eaten by a goat. Okay, so these two verses, according to them, has been eaten by a goat. Do you follow Javad Hashmi? I have been in which way I follow. I've asked him to call in, or let me to call him and talk to him, because I saw he had some errors, some mistakes. So I wanted to talk to him about, for example, chapter 4, verse 34. So I wanted to talk to him, but he hasn't responded. So otherwise, yes, I agree with most of his views. Yes, they are nice. Yes, but there were some mistakes that he had for me, and I wanted to have a discussion with him. But unfortunately, he hasn't answered. I've written to on his Twitter, YouTube, and he doesn't go live, unfortunately. I don't know. I wish that he went, like me, he could go live at least once a month so that people call in and talk to him.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And
Yeah.
me personally, I did see his debate with this guy, this guy with crazy views. And yes, I think we need to support these people because they're fighting the good fight against the. When I say fight, I mean intellectual fight, right? There's these intellectual fights with these extremists, and I like him. I don't agree with him on everything
Yeah.
because obviously, when it comes to beliefs, there are many beliefs. So I can't say that I agree with him necessarily on everything, but still, I think that he's doing a good job. And I know that extremists don't like him, like this guy Hijab, who is such he hates him. Apparently he called him an infidel, I think, something like this, or he said he's not a Muslim anymore. Same with brother Abu Laith, right?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
also a very good brother. And
Yeah. Yeah.
I like these people. They lead a good intellectual fight with the fanatics. It's an intellectual fight. It's a fight of ideas, and these ideas are good and need to be supported.
Yeah. 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 Of
And
course. Yeah.
yes, and I was wondering if I've seen your debates on Modern Day Debate. And yes, this Nadir Ahmed, he was very rude to you. I didn't appreciate this. He said mean things, and he implied that you're not smart enough to run a debate. He's a very arrogant person. May God, cure him, soften his heart, because he's very arrogant when he speaks to people. He just wants to destroy their beliefs and humiliate them, and that's very wrong. And he was coming at you the other day, I remember, in May, I believe, or April, and he was talking ill about you. He was telling you that you shouldn't be debating, but he's talking nonsense because your debates are very good. I find them very interesting, and I like them. And I think that I don't know if you intend on doing more debates on Modern Day Debate, but I would really like it if there were more debates that you did,
Yes. Yes.
because you're a good debater.
Thank you. I suggested modern day debate, but James said that if I two versus two, he agreed, but not alone, because I have been many times. He said that perhaps he wants more new faces, different a little bit. And I suggested Brother Rashid. He said that maybe someone else, because I've been with Brother Rashid twice there also, but I don't know. I cannot find. I have to see if Brother Rashid knows somebody with his views, that I can suggest. So yes, Brother Farid says, thank you, brother. Yes, that is very good explanation about jinns. But about angels, do they look like they are described in stories, or they are just energies that can't be seen in this world? uh, Actually, I don't know. Nobody knows definitely. But the thing is that what we know, we understand, is that we can see them, because prophets, they have seen them. Okay, so probably they are. God has, I don't know, has created them to look like humans, or can change their views to look like humans when they are coming here to visit. Could be, but they cannot be just energy, okay, because they are being, they are creatures, and they follow God's commands. But we don't know more than this, okay, and this is all we know from Quran. uh, what else is, as I said, the rest is unseen, and even prophets, they didn't know the unseen. But this
Yes,
much that we read from Quran, they are being, they exist, and they can definitely come to the form of human. That's why some people didn't recognize them. They thought they are humans. I think it was in the story of Lut. Uh, or Noah, that they were going to rape them. I think, I don't remember exactly, or Lut or Noah. I think it was the story of Noah that they were going to, Lut. They were going to rape them because they were look like humans. Okay.
Yes.
So, yes, why did Muji team with Nadir Ahmed against David and AP? Actually, I I regret it. Yeah, but it was mostly I wanted to have a debate with David Wood and and AP. Okay, I wasn't so keen on having, being partnered with that what is it, Nadir Ahmad. After all, Nadir Ahmad is not Daniel ISIS Jew, okay, and he is more liberal than them, okay. Yes.
Yes, you agree on that at least. There's,
Yes.
yes, a comment for me. Well spoken, Hourglass. I completely agree with your opinion about Nadir Ahmed. Thank you, Flat Earth. Thank you very much. Yes, it's, I don't know why he's acting in such a way. I liked his debate with Brother Muji, to be honest, but he couldn't even defend his beliefs. He kept going to the Bible and Christianity. It doesn't make sense. He should stick to the topic, right? It's like these people, they keep trying to shift the topic and go to the Bible again.
Yeah. Flat Earth says that, Moji, is there any chance that you debate Muslim extremists like Hamza? Flat Earth, if you check my my channel, you see that I have tried and they
Yeah.
just blocked me, okay, right away. I don't survive on Hamza Din's channel. I didn't survive even 5 seconds, okay.
Yes,
So
he
there
didn't
are,
give.
if you check the videos, you see that I have tried. And then he says that Hakikat Jew, okay, ISIS Jew, please, from now on, everybody write ISIS Jew.
All right.
Or Jake, the Muslim metaphor. This Jake has made me kafir. Okay,
Really?
I had he's with on my WhatsApp, and he told me that you are a kafir. Like, he's also quite extremist now, and I don't know why they become so extremist. Unfortunately,
I think he even hosted this guy, the extremist. He hosts, the Three Muslims podcast.
okay,
They're,
yeah.
they're always hosting these extremists. Like, I don't understand. That's why I unsubscribe to their channel, because such channels that give them an open platform to speak their beliefs is wrong. They're extremists. They shouldn't be able to spread their evil views on others.
Mhm. Yeah. So our class says, did you try to reach out them? I have asked Daniel ISIS Jew. Okay, this is also the answer to Braniak. Hello, Braniak. Welcome. Yes, Daniel ISIS Jew. I call him because Haqiqa Jew, I have said it before. It's a Persian surname, means truth seeker. And I don't call him truth seeker. I call him ISIS seeker. So his name is Daniel ISIS Jew. Okay. So anyway, I have openly in modern day debate several times I've said I would like to debate Daniel ISIS Jew. Yes, but I even asked last time I asked who was it? It was there was a moderator there. I've forgotten his name. I asked him to do it. He told me that he contacted Daniel, and Daniel rejected the debate. Okay, he didn't want to do it. So I have reached out. Even Farid, he said,
Oh,
no, I'm not
yes.
going to debate you. Yes, on Twitter. I've reached out every single of them. They have blocked me on, on Dava Wise, on Sapien Institute. Once I was there, this Hamza on Sapien Institute. So I was going to debate him there, and he lied to me. He fooled me. He said that, oh, brother, I give you my number. Just call me. We'll talk there. And if you are not, convince them you can call in. He didn't want to debate me online. So later he didn't. Next time I reached him again, he said, oh yeah, you know what, I give you my email, write me. So twice I could reach him, and then he just fooled me and he didn't let me to talk. The third one, he blocked me, and he said that I don't allow you to hijack this program. So they are very afraid to talk to me in public because they know that it will be problematic for them.
It's a
Yes.
shame indeed.
Yes.
Yes. And yes, maybe in the future, if you would like to team up with somebody on Modern Day Debate, maybe I could try. I think
I think
I'd like to be part of it. Sounds good.
yes, inshallah. So I would like to ask Brother Rashid, so that if somebody,
Yes.
somebody who is like him, very, has memorized Quran and so on, so that in this case there, we back up each other, yeah, Brother Hourglass. I
Yes.
think,
Exactly.
I will see if he knows somebody. Jake and Daniel are
Yes.
often guests on the podcast. Jake and Daniel. Which podcast? The thing is that
The three Muslims, I think.
but the thing is that they don't take callers. I know that they are. Do they take callers, Flat Air? Because I don't know which podcast they are. Can I reach them? I don't know every channels. Why do you call him a Jew? No, I didn't call him a Jew. That's this Mr. Tree, my brother. I said Haqiqat Jew. Haqiqat Jew is a Persian surname. Okay, Jew in Persian means seeking. Okay, so Haqiqat means truth. Haqiqat Jew means truth seeker. So understand? So ISIS Jew means ISIS seeker. So I'm changing this. So I'm not calling him Jew. This is a Persian surname. Okay. So I hope that you understand it, my brother. All right. So please, I have explained it many times. He does not call him a Jew, Mr. Tree. Yes. Thank you, Flat Air. So, sorry, I have to push. Maybe we can do it next week, because I have to read the, many verses before and after. It takes time because I read the verse. It didn't give me very much. I have to read it in different translation as well. Okay, so we can do it. I have it in my phone, and I promise you next week we can go through that verse. All right. So Mojid Debate GNN, the one who came on your stream a few months ago. I don't know if he's welcome to call here, okay? Because I'm not so keen. I have been talking to others, okay, like Bob, and I'm willing to talk to others like Bob. And there was another one, I think this Adventure, yes, something like that. I've been talking to that channel as well. But to that Jinn, I'm not so, keen on debating him, because last time he was here, he used a bad language, okay? He used F word, and I'm not so keen on talking to him. Though Adventure podcast, it was a comment to Hourglass statement. All right, so, okay, it is between them. Yes, Aga Jew, ISIS Jew, Mr. Tree, yes.
And
Okay, thank you.
and there is also
Yeah. Sorry, I have to answer. Yes, Bob. And last night I was talking to Bob on the other channel. It was on Discord. Yeah. So, and I told him. Yeah, he said that he's looking for that our dialogue. It was maybe 1 year ago or a little bit more. And he said that he cannot find it. And I told him that if you want, we can have another discussion. Okay. So yes, I have been talking to Bob, and he knows me as well. Yes. Sorry. Let's see what this option. Imam Khomeini is better than. Okay. So you are quite annoying me because Khomeini, I thought that you are, you know, I think somehow this guy is trying to provoke me because Khomeini was a devil, the biggest terrorist on the planet. So if you are saying that, then you are supporting terrorism, yes, option. So I thought that you are quite, you know, a little bit more wise person. Surah 30, verse 26. I criticize, but I would like a criticism about my criticism. What does the verse says actually? Who is obedient to Allah in that verse? Okay, so these things are a little bit, let me see, I have to put them, because if there were other, if you come up and talk to others so that I could check it, because I haven't memorized all the verses, okay, then I have to check it and then answer you. All right. Hourglass, would you like to say something while I'm checking it?
Yes, yes, it was about fornication again. So these people, he was mentioning a narration that says that if you fornicate, the
Yeah.
faith, it jumps out of your body. Is but it doesn't make sense because the only sin that is, you know, that makes you leave Islam as but again, if I'm talking about what traditional people say, not necessarily because we have good people who are not Muslims, but they would say that it's idolatry, not fornication. So how come if you fornicate, you lose faith? It doesn't make sense. It's in a report.
Yeah.
And what do you think about this? Because the Prophet, peace be upon him, does not see the unseen. So how could he say that faith, it jumps out of your body when you do it? It's is it a way to scare people not to do it?
They
I
just,
didn't
yeah.
understand
I mean,
this.
they just through, you know, threat and fear, they try to impose. Of course, we know that fornication is bad, okay, but you cannot, you know, create such a things that if you do this, this will happen, okay, because we know that nobody knows such a things except God, okay. So these are their methods, okay. They try to find. I don't support Khomeini or MEK, but you said that he is better than. Okay, so call in if you are sincere. This is the link, I put it here, because you said that he is better. Okay, he killed millions of people. Has MEK killed? I mean, MEK has killed, yes, but who they have killed? Only Iranian oppressive troops like IRGC, the biggest terrorist on the planet. Those who shoot people on the street today, you know, they kill women and children on the street. So MEK has been fighting Khomeini's troop, yes, but Khomeini has killed millions of innocent people. Over 2 million in Iran-Iraq war were killed by Khomeini. So how can, and then Khomeini stoned people to death. Khomeini has been robbing the country. Where MEK has done any of these things? Okay. Yes. So Majid talks on churches burned in Pakistan. Yes, it was, I think was last night or night before. I don't remember. On that channel there was a ignorant, hateful person. I think somebody from Pakistan. Okay, he was writing and boosting these terrible acts. That yeah, you see, he was cheering for that thing. So I wrote that you have a red Quran that says that you have no right to destroy monasteries and you know, temples and churches. You know, so yeah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forbids such a thing. We have no right to attack anybody, okay, except when we are attacked, and that's as the last option, not the first option, okay.
Yes.
The last option, Prophet Muhammad was attacked 13 years and he didn't you know, attack back. He didn't respond. He even ran away when they were going to kill him. So he could take take weapon and fight, but he didn't do that. He ran away. He went to to Medina, and when they didn't leave them alone, even in Medina, then he was forced to respond. Okay, and Allah says in Quran, fight as long as they fight. Okay, so we have right to fight as long as they fight. Understand?
Yes.
And there are so many rules in Quran, in Islam, that we have to be fair, mercy, forgiven towards our enemies. Okay.
Absolutely. And if I could get my side of the story, my opinion, it's disgusting. It's filthy. It's terrible. And these people, they don't know they're They're a bunch of terrorists. They're not Muslims. They're just terrorists. Like these
Yeah.
ISIS people, when they went to invade Iraq, and they were doing the same thing. They were destroying people's places of worship. This is absolutely forbidden in the Quran. If they took the time to read it, that it's a place of worship, and we accept
Hourglass,
Christians.
Hourglass. ISIS was created by Iranian regime, supported by Assad and Russia. Can you imagine? Supported by Iranian regime, Assad and Russia, so that they were doing all brutal things to show the West that if Assad goes, then this is what you see. Okay, so this was exactly something that they wanted to show the world, all these brutal, barbaric acts, so that the West doesn't bring down Assad regime. They don't support the opposition because and they wanted, actually, yes, unfortunately. By the way, I have to say like this to you, Hourglass, and you said about some people complain about USA. It is, some people maybe don't say how they should say. For example, some people say, like in maybe Syria, definitely they say Iran has destroyed our country. It was not Iran, it was Iranian regime. Yes, they have right to say, and I say also, Iranian regime has killed many Syrian people, has killed many people in Yemen, in Iraq, and so on. But it is not Iran who has done. U.S. government, also European countries, the governments, they have done a lot of crimes against humanity around the world. So, but doesn't mean that it is we hate USA or US people. It is, even in USA, there are lots of people who are against their government. Okay, so it is not the people, it is not the country, it is the politicians that they have done all these things. And unfortunately, like I said before, like just Joe Biden, Obama, they saved Iranian regime. Obama paid the biggest terrorist regime on the planet over $100 billion. Biden just few weeks ago gave them $6 billion so that they release 6 hostages. And all these monies, they go to terrorism. Okay. And yes, unfortunately, these are bad things, and they still continue to support Iranian regime. Okay.
Yes, exactly. No, I agree with you. And it's not, when it comes to governments, obviously, yes, the government in the United States, it's there are many corrupted people in power, and that's wrong. A lot of many of the things they did. And yes, you can denounce this. You can be against oppression that some leaders in the United States might have done, but it's not about this. They're against it's like they hate America, right? As a place. They say it's a bad place, and I'm like, this is wrong, because you don't have to, insult everybody. But these people, I remember, they were in the live, they were very mean, and some of them, they used bad words, and then they put me on timeout. But I didn't say anything wrong. I said, if you don't like it somewhere, you can go somewhere else. But they don't even want to do that.
Yes, that's not right. Okay. For example, I live in Sweden. I'm against some of the policies they take. Okay, but I'm not against Sweden. Okay, so let me see. I was going to, yeah, okay. Let me. I
Yes,
was
I
going to
agree.
play. Yes, I was going to play a video. Yes, just a moment. This is former U.S. President Nixon. Okay, he's talking about a coup d'état that in 1953, USA and UK, they brought down Iranian democratic elected Prime Minister Dr. Mossadegh, and this is Madeleine Albright, Clinton foreign minister. Yes, okay. Let me see. I have to remove these. Yes. Okay. Hourglass. Yes. This is what actually we talk about. Yeah.
Yes, because
I don't know if
I can.
you were hearing good. Yes. They were talking. Yes. The voice was fine. Did you hear them?
Oh, I don't think I could hear it. I'm not
Really?
sure. Yes, I think I couldn't see your screen either. I just saw the same video that is the live. I didn't see anything that is. I
Maybe okay. Okay. Let me play it again because you were quiet, so I was thinking that you're you're watching it. Okay.
oh yes, yes,
Sorry.
I
I
was
thought that you.
waiting, but yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
I see.
Okay. Let me do it. Maybe I shared it in a wrong way
Yes,
because it was different people in U.S. government. Just a second. Let me now try again to present screen. Let me see screen, share screen. Okay, let me see Facebook. Yeah, here. Share. Do you see now?
yes, I see. I see
Yes.
it now.
Okay, let me see. If you don't hear, tell me, okay?
Yes, okay. I can. Yeah, I can hear.
The United States, together with Britain, have participated in supporting a coup in Iran that got rid of Mossadegh.
In 1953, the United States played a significant role in orchestrating the overthrow of Iran's popular Prime Minister Mohammad Mossadegh. The Eisenhower administration believed its actions were justified for strategic reasons, but the coup was clearly a setback for Iran's political development.
It's a sad story that really began in the 1950s when the United States deposed Mr. Mossadegh, who was an elected parliamentary Democrat, and brought the Shah back in. And I apologize. When President Khatami was elected, I publicly acknowledged that the United States had actively overthrown Mossadegh, and I apologize for it.
In the middle of the Cold War, the United States played a role in the overthrow of a democratically elected Iranian government.
Mossadegh back in 1953, democratically elected prime minister of Iran. He was overthrown by British and American interest because he threatened oil interests of the British. And as a result of that, the Shah of Iran came in, terrible dictator. As a result of that, you had the Iranian Revolution coming in, and that's where we are today. Unintended consequences.
Yes, unfortunately, that coup d'etat destroyed the entire Middle East, still continuing, and unfortunately still the globalist. And I have said it many times, the only one who has been really against this terrorist regime has been has been Trump administration, and unfortunately they even removed him, okay, so that he doesn't change the globalist system in the world, okay.
Yes, yes, I see. Yes, I heard you mentioned this, but yes, what they did was wrong, and it's unfortunately many of these people, when they're corrupted, it's very bad for other people because they will do whatever it takes to get their way. And it's a shame. I'm very sad to hear that, but it is a shame that now I believe the current president of the United States is not very good when it comes to things like that.
He's also following. Yes, he's just a puppet and following some politicians and some powers. Talk about Manipur, Branik. I don't know who's Manipur.
And yes, brother, I was about to ask you about this a preacher named Farouk who's who's preaching, and there was a video. I don't know if you've seen it. It was very wrong, and I don't know why these people, they just follow them blindly. He was basically, a teenager approached him and he was like, "What's wrong with your accent? You think it's funny? If you do that again, I will knock you out." He was basically threatening him. And I said,
Farid, yeah?
Sorry, who?
I mean, you said Farid. Where, on his channel or what?
Oh, no, I meant Farouk.
Farouk.
Yes.
Okay. Where he was doing that? On the street, or because he usually talk to people on the street?
Yes, he was on the street. He had his booth, and a teenager approached him and he was angry. He said, "What's wrong with your accent? You think it's funny? If you play jokes like that, I will hit you." And I'm thinking that this is not Islam.
No, absolutely, definitely, yes.
Yes, why you're threatening a young teenager who just may be, even let's say he joked. That's not a good reason. He was young. And these people, they love them. I don't know why.
Yes. Salam alaikum. I don't know. All religion believe in Allah except atheist. Is it Brother Syed?
Yes, I think it's him.
Yes, because I didn't add, so he just changed perhaps. Brother Syed, would you like to say something? Okay, Brother Syed is not there, unfortunately. I don't know. We don't have today Martin either, so I don't know. Anton, would you like to join?
And I would like it if yes. Is Brother Rashid still doing lives on Fridays?
No, Brother Rashid stopped it several months ago.
Oh, yes.
I don't know. Yes, yes. I wish that he joined us tonight.
Yes, I really like his videos. I've subscribed to his channel, and he's doing some very great work. And yes, when he was here 3 weeks ago, it was very good. And I think we really need to unite together and against the fanatics
of course,
and their views. Views.
Okay. Yeah. It says debate with. In reality, I don't debate Christians. Okay. once I tried to, because he's a very hateful person, this Christian prince, and I wanted to see why he's so much hate is inside him, and I saw that he's a terrible person. He's not a Christian even brother Martin accept that he's not a, I mean, this is not a he's not following the commands of Jesus, peace be upon him. Love one another, love your neighbors as you love yourself. And
Yes.
I regret to talk to him. Okay, and I will never talk to such a hateful people. Whether is ISIS or Christian Prince or these types of people. Okay, I would I would definitely talk to these extremist Muslims, even ISIS followers. Of course, I would get quite upset with them because of their nonsense when they say, but I'm not going to talk to non-Muslims with such a hate inside them, okay, against Muslims and Islam. I've been talking to Christians. Yes, Christians are welcome to my channel. I've been talking to these reasons and answer, and he's a very good brother. So definitely, I even David Wood. I like to talk to him. I have no any problem talking to him.
Yes.
Yes, I've been talking to Trinity Channel many times, and they loved everything I said. But
yes,
people like Christian Prince, like what is his name was Sam
Shamoon.
Shamoon, yes,
Sam Shamoon, yes.
Sam Shamoon, yes. Oh my God! Long time ago, I wanted to talk to him. He said that, dig your grave. I'm going to bury you and such things. I said, okay, no, thank you very much. Yes.
They come out as so hateful.
Yes. I'm not going to talk to such a hateful people, such a terrible people. I mean, that's not absolutely a good thing to do. Just nerves goes. Yeah, I don't want to fight with people. So they want to fight, let them fight. I'm not going to fight them.
Yes.
I want to talk to people normally like human beings. All right.
Amen. I agree 100%. And I wanted to mention something, brother, about David Wood, because I've seen your debate and I remember that you had a good conversation and you were talking to him about him. He was disrespecting the Quran, and that's wrong. I agree. He should be nicer, but unfortunately, I don't know if you've heard about it. It was all about because of hijab. Because hijab was he made I don't know. He was talking ill about his wife because she.
Yeah, he told me, yes. In that debate, he told me that it was about that. I just saw what he did, and I was saying that it is not correct. But anyway, I mean, because hijab did something, so you cannot even that one. I mean, if Christian Prince say something to me, I'm not going to, tear Bible.
Okay? Exactly. Yes, I agree.
And insult entire Christianity because Christian Prince said something or did something. That's wrong.
Exactly. If you have an issue with hijab, it's between you and hijab. It's not about the Quran. The Quran is free from this.
Yes, it is not about that you insult every Muslim's belief and because imagine that you have a Muslim neighbor and you every day you want to come out and say, as Jesus, peace be upon him, said, love your neighbor as you love yourself. You cannot look at your neighbor. If I, for example, tear Bible or burn it, what my Christian neighbors would think about me,
Exactly.
So how can I look at their face and say, hello, good morning, my brother or sister? How can it?
Yes, there would be hypocrisy. I agree. And but unfortunately, hijab, he was. What happened is that I don't know why, but he was very hateful to his wife. He said because she was sitting in a plane, I think, between David Wood and his friend. And so what? If he has a dirty mind, if hijab has a dirty mind, it's his dirty mind.
Yes,
Just
exactly.
because, just because she, so it doesn't mean anything.
No.
She can sit, anybody can sit where they want. It's not a problem, but he was
No,
making
the thing is that,
jokes.
these people, they are from another culture, and they think that everybody have the same culture or should have the same culture, that they think that they suspect anyone, that some of them, they say even brother and sisters when they are, I don't know, age of 10 or above that, they don't have to see each other. I mean, they are so sick, So
Yes,
let me
exactly.
see. This says that say they went on a religious cleanse over blasphemy. I don't know what he mean.
I
Do
don't
you
know.
understand?
I'm not sure.
Like
I,
Arab videos advertise Western women because they open the gates.
yes,
I don't know exactly. It's maybe maybe he talk about hijab. Yeah,
yes,
I don't know.
yes, I think he mentioned that. Yes,
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
their cultures, they're trying to impose it on other people. I
Yes,
remember,
yes, I know.
yes, because
And
he
they
was
think,
making jokes about that and something called golden showers. Hijab is I don't know what what is the matter with such a person, because even later on you showed me something that was shocking. He was asking women when how much they have intercourse or something. In another comment he said, please, I'm sorry I have to mention this, but that's what I saw from his comment. He was like, breastfeed me so I can become lawful to you.
really?
Yes, I think it was on Twitter, I believe, or Facebook. I'm not sure.
Mhm. Terrible,
I don't know.
Um,
Yes,
such
and
a such.
he was very rude to people. Even
Mm,
apostate prophet, he calls him the P word. That is a bad word that we should not use. Even if apostate prophet is not nice, we should
mhm,
still not
mhm.
mock him by calling him the P word, because the Quran says, "Do not give each other
Yeah,
offensive nicknames."
exactly.
Yes, but these
I,
people, they don't follow Quran; they
no, no,
follow
no, no.
Bukhari.
Yes, Allah says dawa wise. Let me find the verse and read it about dawa, and then yes, I don't know why, brother. What is it? Brother Sayed is not here. He just joined without. Yes. Let's see. Dawa. All right. Yes, I think it. Yes, it is 16, chapter 16, verse 125 to 128. Invite to the way of your Lord with wisdom and good instruction, and argue with them in a way that is best. Indeed, your Lord is most knowing of who has strayed from his way, and he is most knowing of who is rightly guided. And if you punish an enemy or believer, punish with an equivalent of that with which you were harmed. But if you are patient, it is better for those who are patient. And be patient, O Muhammad, and your patience is not but through Allah. And do not grieve over them, and do not be in distress over what they conspire. Indeed, Allah is with those who fear Him and those who are doers of good. Okay, so yes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, invite to the way of your Lord with wisdom and good instruction. So that's not good instruction and good words that these people use. They don't definitely follow Quran, unfortunately. Yes. yeah, our
Yes.
glass. Yeah,
Yes,
I don't know if anybody has any question.
I-
Otherwise, we can wrap it up.
yes, I have to go pray very fast, and then I
Yes,
can
yes.
come back for another few minutes, and then yes, we could wrap it up. I still have just a few more things to say, and I'll just have to pray for like 5
Yes, yes.
minutes.
All
Thank
right,
you.
no problem. Inshallah, I wait.
Thank
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Brother Sayed. I don't know if you are there or not. Anybody have any question in the chat? Please. Here is the link once again. I put it, and let me see if you are willing to join. So okay, I think Sayed, you came back again, but do you have your voice? I don't know if you have. Hello, salam alaikum.
Hello.
Yeah, salam alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Afshan, you said that. Can you please explain for us? You said Khomeini was better than MEK. Could you please explain for us why? In which way?
Yeah,
I cannot look. I cannot say that Khomeini was better than Nelson Mandela, for example. I have to give facts. Okay, so can you give us facts?
because MEK killed its own members who wanted to leave, and
Okay, so
I
let
think
me
they're
see.
both
Okay,
very
okay.
bad.
All right, wait. Okay, you cannot just bring a bunch of lies that Iranian regime spread. You should come. Do you know that there were 3 courts, one in Europe, one in London, and one in
Yes.
Washington. So, and they were asking these all these governments to come with a single evidence, okay, and none of them came with a single evidence on any of these evidence, okay. That I remember even one of these so-called people who you mentioned, yeah, that say they were killed. One of them, his name was Shams Hayeri, that he left organization because he was afraid of being killed and so on in Iraq long time ago, and he came to Netherlands, and one of his interview he said that they condemned me to death. They sentenced me to death. Okay, they gave me death penalty, and then the one who was interviewing him asked him why you were not executed. He said that, oh, they told me to go. We cannot execute you today. Now you can go when we come get the power. Then we execute you. So even that liar who was an Iranian agent, he couldn't say that they killed this person or that person. Okay, Iranian regime hasn't come with a single name that this person has been executed by MEK. This person was, for example, a member and has been executed by MEK.
So
give me
your
a
question?
single name. Give me a single name.
A single name for
a single
a
name
victim.
a single name that MEK has executed.
I don't have a single. It's
Not
multiple.
you have. Not that you don't have. Not Iranian government. Not European government.
There are recordings.
No, I say that not European countries. None of them had a single name to come to the court
Because
MEK
was giving them U.S. money and.
Oh, come on! Look,
they said it was
option. There are people here hearing you, okay, and you cannot say such a things. It is terrible of you to say that MEK could buy the juristic system of USA or UK or European Union. These countries, okay, come on, please, don't make a fool of yourself.
Because the US.
Look, these countries. Look. These countries. They have been fighting for freedom in many, many years, hundreds of years, okay? And they have established a democracy, okay? And you cannot, with just some words, destroy this, this democracy that they have, that the governments, they cannot influence their their justice system, even when the government wants very much. Okay, for example, the now Swedish government wants very much to release this mass murderer whose name is Hamid Nouri, and he's prison in Sweden. They want very much to release him, but they can't because the court system, the jurisdictional system, they are separated from the state. Hourglass.
Yes.
Okay,
Well,
but
Wait.
back.
Option. Wait. Hourglass. Do you agree that your jurisdictional system in USA is independent? It's separate from the state. The government cannot influence on them. Okay. So, and this guy here says that MEK, an organization from a third world country, okay, from Iran, could buy U.S. court.
no, I didn't say that. I
UK
said
court. You said
no,
that they
you're not
paid
letting
the
me
court.
speak.
Okay, so yes, tell me.
Okay, so on MEK's own website, they're known as Marxist Muslims. Why is that?
Okay, so tell me why you said that. You said I asked you this question, that why they didn't come with a single name to the court, and you said that because MEK paid the court.
No,
yes?
because they're seen as a popular group in Iran
So
back then, but now they're not, and America regrets it.
no, look at me. I asked you, look at this question. I say, why all of these governments, they couldn't come with a single name with this accusation that you made that MEK has executed its own member. Why they didn't come with a single name to all these courts so that these courts don't remove MEK from terrorist list?
Because America didn't want them to get into trouble.
America, I
Yes.
said that. Look, I said, you didn't understand me. I said that US, UK, and European countries, they don't have any influence on their jurisdictional system, okay? They are separated from the state, okay? So, for example, when Belgium government wanted to release that terrorist guy, okay? You know the terrorist guy who was released a few months ago. When they wanted to to release that person, they couldn't because, okay, he ran away. All right. Yes, Hourglass.
Yeah.
I mean, this is ridiculous that the guy says that because America wanted this, or this is the court, U.S. court, USA cannot, the government cannot influence the court. The court was writing to Hillary Clinton, okay, Hourglass,
Yes.
writing to Hillary Clinton that we give you 180 days, come with a single evidence that MEK is a terrorist organization. And she disappeared 600 days. In 2012, the court wrote her again and said that you disappeared 600 days despite you had 180 days. So where is your evidence? If you don't come with the evidence in 120 days, then we remove MEK from terrorist list. And she wrote, oh, I'm busy. I don't have time with these things, you know. She was crying. I mean, if it really they had any influence on the court, then she should just, didn't need to write such a letter, or the court didn't need to write such a letter. They are separate from the state. And let me see.
Exactly.
Adam
Yes,
87. Yeah. Brothers are a good thing. Let me see.
Yes.
But it says Superman leader. I don't know what is that.
Supreme leader.
Sorry, supreme leader. Yes. Import the word. The word import. The word rubbish. I don't know what he's talking to us or not. Brothers are a good thing. Word dominance and control. So these people, these people, they just these people say something trash from Iranian government, and when they are questioned like this, they run away. Okay, because they have no answer for that.
Yes, when it comes to countries, there are many it's not just the president, it's also, there's so many people involved. It's very difficult, yes, but I think it's the administration that does everything. And but yes, I agree that we need
Okay.
to
Yeah,
live united.
Yes,
Not-
yes. Yeah, I have to say one thing to this guy. Maybe he's still there and he here. I don't know. That do you know even Donald Trump, the president of the United States, couldn't influence on the courts, on the and jurisdictional system. Can you imagine? Even he cannot change their decisions. All right.
Yes.
And this guy says that MEK, an organization from a third world country, could buy U.S. Legal system, UK legal system, and European Union legal system. I mean, this is ridiculous, you know?
Yes, exactly. Yes, because yes, I think that everybody is looking for their own interests, but as Muslims, we're looking toward the future, and there will be a world where we all united, and there is no more my country, your country, borders, and all this. We need to live united. It's like the United States of the world. It's not just a country that is, seeking to get rich at the expense of another country. All these things are bad, and we need to be united against evil. But I believe that this world is coming one day, maybe in the future. I think, like you said, we will get towards this beautiful world.
Yeah, inshallah. He says that Christian Prince doesn't hate. He uses the Quran against you guys. Okay, just a moment. All right, good that you are back. Okay.
Yes, my connection was bad.
Yeah, just a moment. Plus, I will answer you, Pui. I will answer you after this. Okay. So yeah, let me see why Donald Trump couldn't, influence the court in USA, despite he was president of United States, and he had even proof. Yeah, he even had proof, but the proof was not enough. That's why he couldn't force. So now you tell me that an organization from a third world country, okay, that all US, UK, European governments are against, they don't want this organization because this organization is against their interest, because this organization wants to bring the Ayatollahs in Iran, they want to bring them down, and these countries, they support Ayatollahs. So now these countries,
but
all of
MEK
them
is involved in assassinations.
Assassination of whom?
And the nuclear program in Iran.
Sorry, wait. We didn't hear you. Assassination of nuclear program?
Yeah, in Iran. They want to end it.
Yeah. So they want to look. They have given they are the first people who have given the information to the world that Iranian ISIS regime is trying to develop nuclear bomb, and the entire world has spoken many times that we thanks this organization because they were the first who informed us. So are you against that? Are you for the mullahs to get nuclear bomb?
No, but I don't like the way MEK goes about it.
So let me see. So you want that how they should go about it? Can you tell me how should they go about it? Should they, when they know that, should they hide the information from the world, or option? Okay, hourglass.
Yes, I think his internet connection is bad.
Oh yes, the internet connection. Yes, but anyway. So I mean, this is he say he's against their get nuclear bomb, but I don't know what he wants. How the MEK found out. Okay, it was MEK in 2002, the first organization, or 2003, the first organization, I mean, first people who found out that Iranian regime is developing nuclear bomb in secret. It was them, and they revealed this information, and that's why when the entire world woke up and they said, oh, what are you doing? We didn't know that you are doing this. Okay, so the Iranian regime is very angry with MEK, and yes, this guy is also quite angry with that. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I see what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to mention something about, I don't know if you remember Ali, his name is Dawud, which means invitation. I don't know if it's his real name or stage name.
No. It's his name is Ali, okay? But I think his name is Ali. But Dawa is just a nickname, yeah? He has put his name Ali Dawa. Is his channel name, okay?
Right.
Yes.
And he debated about Saint Prophet, and he was making jokes. He was eating grapes. Have you seen it? Was a joke debate.
Yes, he was terrible there. He was very, silly, terrible person.
Yes, because it was just it was useless. Because I would have liked to see a real debate, but then I don't want to see him because he was telling him that we are proud of that and that we'll be watching, and all these lies, these disturbing things, only him like.
Yeah. I would like to say to this option, if he hear me, just push this, because actually maybe people here in this channel, they don't know much about Iran and about MEK and so on. So maybe it's not so interesting for them. So I suggest you to talk to Armin Navabi and on his channel, but there is a condition that he doesn't need to represent me as MEK spokesman. No, I'm not. I'm just supporting them. So I just call in, all right, and I can talk to them, and they have to give me time. They don't have to remove me after a few minutes when they get busted. They cannot answer me. So I suggest you to talk to him so that they can make a time, but they don't need to publish it, announce it or whatever, because this guy wants to get more viewer. He's a businessman. So I have asked him before, but he said, no, we have to, publish it so that more people come and watch. And I do not agree with that, because I want to just call in and talk to them. So it doesn't, because I don't want to, advertise for the channel. Understand?
Yes, it makes sense.
And my organization, sorry, I have to say again, my organization, they have the right that, because I'm not their spokesman, so they have the right to say that you cannot talk as our spokesman, because these people, they make it like that. Despite I say I'm not their spokesman, because they don't know me very much. They think I might say something that is not accurate, and these people, they might take it and say, oh, look, MEK said this, despite I'm not MEK. I'm just a supporter, and I just want to defend my position. It's like I'm defending Islam here, okay? I'm not Prophet Muhammad. I'm not his spokesman, okay? So I'm just defending my religion and my, my beliefs, okay? Yes.
Yes, exactly. And yes, I was telling you about these people, Hijab and Ali. It's like they're destroying the image of Islam, and it's even worse. They're making a mockery. They're making a mockery out of Islam. They're mocking the religion because they act very silly. And even Hijab, at some point, he took off his shirt, and he was all these. I don't understand, what are they doing? They're even another extremist. He called them out for this. He said these people, he called them, fakes. And it's another extremist, though. It's somebody called in the UK. Have you seen him? They're always discrediting one another. They don't even agree, but they're all extremists. That's very funny to me.
Let me see. this Puhi, I don't know what is that, says that the Christian prince doesn't hate, okay? The way he talks is very rude, terrible, okay? He uses the Quran against you guys, okay? He doesn't use Quran, he use every trash hadiths as well, and he misinterpret Quran, okay? And the way he talks, so he can just do that, yes, it's okay. He can bring up hadith, he can bring up verses of Quran, and we can just talk. But the thing is that these people they don't allow you even to talk. They just talk. They say all the time that, oh, stupid, oh, you're donkey, they talk like this.
Yes.
How can you say, how can you say that they are?
No, he, Mr. Yeah, Pew, no, he's Christian Prince. I've seen his debate with Brother Muji. Brother Muji was very respectful, and he was very rude, and he calls people names, and he doesn't use Quran. He uses interpretations of the Quran by fanatics, and also every Bukhari narration he can find, because of course Bukhari. And I agree with you, Brother Muji, when you said that you believe that Bukhari might be against Islam, and everything he did he was an enemy of Islam, and he was trying to bring dirt onto the religion. I believe that would make sense because, I don't know the specifics, I'm not sure, but I think Bukhari was from Persia. He didn't speak Arabic. He didn't know the Prophet, peace be upon him. He came 600 years later, according to Imam Tawhid.
200 years later. Okay?
Yes.
And
yes.
he was what is it? He was even in his own city, he was kicked out several times for his ridiculous fatwas, okay, because he was giving stupid fatwas. I have to tell this Pui or whatever, that about verse, he said, plus if you call yourself a good Muslim, then we are your enemy. No, I'm not your enemy. He put this verse 60, verse 1, okay? Verse 60 is talking about Mecca residents who, and it says in the verse, who, push you out of your home, okay? So they are enemy, not brother, for example, Brother Martin or anybody else. So enemies are those. And if you put chapter 60, verse 8, Allah says in chapter 60, verse 8, that Allah does not forbid you from those who do not fight you because of your religion, and do not expel you from your home. So please don't put one verse of Quran and cut it, just take one piece of that verse and say that, oh, okay, I'm your enemy. You're really terrible people in doing that, okay?
Yes, but that's what they do. They take verses out of context and to make their point. But if they looked at the whole verses, the ones before and after, and even some other verses in the Quran, they would find out that there's a specific context to specific verses. You can't use these verses for old times. Like, for example, with the Japanese.
Not only all time, but all people, okay? It's Quran is talking about the specific people. It says about those Mecca residents who, pushed you out of your home and so on. So
exactly.
I don't know, Miss K says something which I don't understand what he or she is talking about. Reminds me that Christian preacher who smashed a Barbie doll. Okay, so I don't know what you are talking about. You're talking to us. You are talking to Pui Poo.
Gregla. Yes, I think she's talking about, those fanatical Christian preachers who do, bad things. And yes, there's extremism everywhere in all religions.
Yes, exactly. That Christian prince, dude, okay, his behavior reminded me, okay, yes, I know that thank you, Miss K. Yes, these people are really, really, I wouldn't like their, whatever ideology they have, I don't like, this guy is
Yes.
worse than Muhammad Hijab, okay? Yes,
I think,
yes,
but hijab is very, uh, his extremism is very wrong, and he was,
yeah.
yes, he was very, how could I say, he
Mhm.
made so many videos calling people infidels, and even if you saw his debate with Christian Prince, he was, again, Christian Prince is not nice, and I agree that he's mean, but hijab was bad too. He was
I
using
mean,
bad language. He
you
called
don't
them the
have to,
B word.
you
He said,
don't have to go in their level, which I never went in
exactly,
their level, whatever. And then
exactly.
another thing is that Pui, okay, just write me here. If you check the debate I had with him at the end, I said that you believe in stoning adulterers. He said yes, and he said I'm proud of it. Can you imagine? Like Ali
Oh,
Dawah,
yes,
yes, like Ali Dawah,
yes,
and he removed me after that because he saw that it's going to bad things. He saw that I'm going to bring him to something that he is ashamed of. Okay,
exactly.
and he said that, yes, I'm proud of that. He's proud of stoning human beings. Okay,
Yes,
so
that's
if
wrong.
you watch that, you see that he's also such a terrible person who is proud of stoning human beings. Okay.
Yes, I think that's the only way he can justify his God's actions. And as Muslims, we believe this is why we believe the Bible has been corrupt. Because if
Mhm.
you read the Old Testament, there's a lot of stoning, even stoning children, right? Even
Mhm.
children, that's totally wrong. I mean, stoning anybody is wrong, but
Yes,
stoning animals, cows, and we
yes.
cannot
Stoning, I mean,
accept this.
torturing anybody, even animals, torturing is absolutely terrible. Is against every principles of Islam, and whatever even Chinese do when they killing these dogs, eating them.
Yes,
Eating them is something. The way they cook them is another thing,
yes,
terrible.
yes, yes.
And these are so terrible. Brother Sayed, you are. I don't know what is wrong with your connection or what. You cannot say anything, Brother Sayed. You have a problem with your connection. Hourglass, you were going to ask some question. You
Oh,
told me
yes.
yes.
Yes. Oh, yes. When it comes to, marriage, because I hear, these people, they say, I mean, you already helped me as you clarified the point about the witnesses and the dowry and so on and so forth. What is, in your opinion, what would an Islamic marriage be in today's day and age in the 21st century? Because we hear so many things, but what is the right way to do it?
Mhm.
Is Abu Laith was saying that if two people are basically they're married, if they are together, if they make it public, right? So there's no need for dowry for the witnesses and so on. What do you think?
All right. I mean, today, this dowry, I don't think that it is, in some places, still is good. In some, like some cultures, that again, still they see a widow or a divorced woman as a second hand object. Unfortunately, there are people who see that and they cannot marry. In some countries, perhaps it's good, but it's in some developed countries. I don't think that it is necessarily anymore today. And about marriage, of course, it's good that yes, you document it and you you marry. But today is it's even, I say that it's mostly between you two and God. Okay, all right. Family also know about that. It's good, but even I say that in the past was mostly about children, inheritance, who is the father, all these things. So it should be documented. It was very important. But today is good, yes, to do it. But even if you don't do it, at the end of the day, it's between you and God. He's the best witness. Okay, God is the best witness, and it's between you two and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yes.
Yes, that that makes sense.
Mhm.
Because when you look at Adam and Eve, peace be upon them,
Yeah.
there was no need for dowry and all this. It was just God and them
Yes,
too.
yes, yes.
Exactly.
Yes. Any other question, Hourglass?
Yes. Yes, I would like to mention. I agree with you on this notion of demonic possession, because the Quran says that if you don't have free will, you cannot be held accountable for this.
Mhm.
But yes, these extremists, it's funny. The one I had you listen to earlier, he was saying sometimes some people, they urinate in where jinns live, where demons live, and then they jump in their buddies and they make them do crazy things. And I'm thinking, it's not, how is this possible? Why would God let people be possessed? Because if they are, then they're not bad.
They are not in control. Yes, whatever they do is not their fault. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can just go to the court. If you kill somebody, you say a jinn did it. I didn't do that. Yeah, a demon did it.
Exactly.
Yes. So how can the court says that no, you did it? Because yes, you believe, for example, in a court that one of these people, let's say they are judge. Yeah.
Yes.
You can tell them that no, there was a jump on me in me, and he jumped out after. You can say even he jumped out after. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Exactly.
go and punish that jinn or demon. Okay,
Yes.
because I was possessed, I didn't have control.
Yes. It's a get out of jail free card. And there was a movie that was like this about a court case where somebody was possessed apparently, and yes, that's the same dilemma. That
Yeah.
how do you convict somebody of murder if they claim that they weren't doing it really? It was a demon in
Yes.
them. So anybody can make that claim now. If somebody, let's say, commits
Mhm.
adultery, they can
Yeah,
turn around and say, I was
yes.
possessed.
I have to say something, Hourglass. Yeah, I saw a video a few weeks ago. It was about criminals, and there was a guy. He was a murderer. He was sitting in the what is it? This investigation room. Yeah, and then he was waiting. He was absolutely normal. The moment he didn't know, he had forgotten that everything he's doing is being recorded. Yeah. The moment, let me add. Salam alaikum, Sean.
Hello.
Hello, Sean.
Yeah,
How are you?
atheist. I talked to
Hello.
you before.
Yeah. Hello, Sean. Anyway, peace be with you. Whatever. So
Yeah, you too.
yeah. Yes, thank you, Sean. Just I explained this fast. Yeah, and we talk to you. Okay, just very fast.
Okay.
So the guy was in that room, and he didn't know that perhaps he had forgotten that he's been, recorded. So the moment that the investigator entered the room, he started to do, something with his hand, yeah, something strange, to show that he is mentally sick. Okay, so he wanted to prove to the court that he's mentally sick. That's why he did this crime, because in reality, if you are mentally sick, your punishment is different. Okay, if you're I don't know, the psychiatrist or whoever, they decide that yes, this person is really, mentally sick. So the punishment is different. Yes, Hourglass, you know that, yeah?
Yes.
Yes. So that's why this guy was trying to do that. And then even this mass murder guy in Norway who killed 70 people, the racist guy, he also was trying to say that he's mentally sick to get less, sentence and so on. So this is exactly the same, like these people claim that jinn or demon can come to someone's body. So you can, if you really believe in that, yes, you can say that these people, the court has to accept that the jinn, they cannot prove it. A mental sick person, yes, they can prove. The psychiatrists, they can check and they say that no, this person is not sick, he's absolutely healthy. Or they can say yes, he's sick, because they are expert. But they cannot say that jinn is in him or jinn is not in him, because jinn jump out or the devil jump out. Sean, do you agree with me?
Well, obviously, I don't believe in devils or anything like that. So.
Yeah, I mean that I know that you don't believe. Yeah, but I mean that I myself don't believe that devils or jinn or demons or anything. Demons, I don't believe that exist. Okay, jinns, I believe they exist, and I don't believe that they exist on our planet. I say that they are aliens and they are not here. Okay, but these people who believe that jinns are on our planet or demons are here and they jump in your body, so they have to accept as well that if somebody do something wrong or killing somebody or stealing something, they can say that yes, I didn't do that. Jinns or demons did that. They jump in me and I wasn't in my control. Yes, Sean?
I guess some people could believe that. They believe that they're possessed, or is that a thing in Islam where you can get like exorcism or something like that?
Yeah, I said that there are people. Yes, there are people who believe in that, but in the Islam that I believe, yes, and those wise people believe, no, we don't believe in such a things. Yeah, but there are extremist, backward people who believe in such a things. Yes.
Can they get exorcisms in Islam?
What is that exorcism?
Exorcism is like in the Catholic Church, is where a priest does prayers and stuff. Special prayers.
Yes. We have such a people who take out jinns and they take money. They charge you for that. I think it is I don't know, 500 euro per hour or something like this. Yeah, there are such a charlatans who do that.
All right. Yeah, so it's probably the same as the Catholic Church, but in the Catholic Church they take it. I mean, I've seen some documentaries about exorcism. There's been movies done about it, a lot of horror movies done about it. It's very popular, but I don't think it's true. It's not.
No, I don't. I said that they are charlatans. Such a thing doesn't exist, so I don't believe either.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, Sean, you have a question?
No, I was just saying that I heard there was a famous priest who worked for the Pope recently who died, and they made a movie about him, and he was an exorcist, a famous exorcist.
Okay.
He did like 500 exorcisms and stuff.
Yeah, okay.
And they did a horror movie about him.
Yeah,
I guess the Catholic Church didn't like that.
Yeah, as I said, I don't believe in that. I believe that these are, lies, okay, and they abuse religion. Yes.
Yeah, I agree with Brother Mochi, as because God would not like people being possessed, otherwise they will lose all accountability, and without accountability, there can be no day of judgment. There can be nothing. And
God cannot. Yes, exactly what you say. God cannot punish me if a jinn did that. Yes, or a demon did that. So He cannot punish me. It's not. Just?
Yes.
But do you think that the in your religion, do you think that the devil influences you to become bad, to do bad things?
All right, Sean, I have said it many times before. I believe the devil is not a creature. I believe devil is the system, I call it capitalist system, that guide people to bad deeds, encourage people to do bad deeds to become rich. Some people are forced to do bad deeds because of their need, okay? And so it is the money, okay, that encourages people or push people to do bad deeds. Understand, Sean? For example, I have said this example that many times. Imagine that you lose your wallet with $100 inside it in Beverly Hills, and you lose the same wallet in a slum area, a poor area. Where is mostly likely that you find you get back your wallet? Definitely it is in Beverly Hills, almost 100%, because people are not in need of your $100. But in many slum areas or poor areas, many people, the $100 for them is a lot of money. So that money make them, how do you say, encourages them or provoke them, maybe, I don't know the exact word, yeah, to take that money. Do you understand, Sean?
Okay, but like, so you're saying you don't believe in the devil or anything like that?
Yes. As I said, I believe in devil, but not as a creature. I believe in devil as a force, as a system. Okay, and that system is the jungle system that we are living in. And I believe that according to Islam, this system will disappear. They will disappear, and we will live in an equal world, a world where we share everything with each other, and Satan will not exist anymore because Satan is the system. And I have all the proof, and I have written a book, Sean, about that. Very soon it will be published. I can give you the link very soon, next week, inshallah. You can read it. All the facts is there, that the system is the devil that Quran is mentioning is the system. Okay, and I've given this example always that before the revolution, 44 years ago in Iran, people were doing bad deeds. But after the revolution now, 44 years later, everything has become 1,000 times worse. All crimes, everything has increased 1,000 times. It doesn't mean that devil has become stronger in this country. The only meaning is that a satanic regime went and a more satanic regime came to power. And Quran says that Satan spread poverty among you and lead you to immorality. The Ayatollahs in Iran, they spread poverty among people much more than the previous regime. And that's why people became wild, they became zombies. They do most bad deeds today because a regime spread poverty 1,000 times among people. Before revolution, $1 was 7 Iranian currency to $1. $1. And the average salary was $500. Today, it is 50,000 to man. $1 is 50,000, and the average salary is $75 to $100. So you can see very well that what Quran says, and it says Satan spread poverty among you and lead you to immorality. So the poverty is what lead people to bad deeds, Sean. Okay, Sean?
So you're basically saying that Satan influences people in power, and then they create bad policies that then spread to the common folk.
No, I say Satan is the system. Okay, so according to Quran, look, Sean, 1% of the world population, they own $110 trillion, 50% of the total capital of the planet, while 50% of the total population of the world, they own less than 0.5% of the total capital of the planet, which is $1.7 trillion. And that 1%, they don't stop there. They want to become richer and richer. So this 1%, according to Quran, they spread poverty among hundreds of millions of people who live on $1 or $2 a day. So are these 1% the Satan? No, the system which allows them to spread poverty among all these people, that system is the Satan, the system that allows them to gather so much money. Sean, $110 trillion is in the hand of 1% of the world. And these people, they create war. They make coup d'etat here and there. I played a little video a little bit back, half an hour ago, where US presidents, they admit that they made a coup d'etat against our democratic elected prime minister in 1953 because he nationalized Iranian oil, and British wanted that, and so on. So they destroyed the Middle East because of their policy. So this 1% people who want to become richer and richer, they do all these bad deeds. They do human trafficking. Is $150 billion a year. Drugs, cigarettes. They sell cigarettes and make billions of dollars. They kill 5 million people. So what drags them to all these bad deeds is the system. If we remove this system and they cannot make money, I promise you that all these tobacco companies, they close down tomorrow because they cannot sell their cigarettes. That's why they don't have any reason to produce cigarettes and kill 5 million people. Hourglass, you want to say something?
Yes, I agree with everything you said, and I will just have to leave soon. But
okay, no problem.
I would just like to mention one last thing.
Okay, you got muted.
Yes. So yes, yes.
I just said to Sean, wait so that after Hourglass goes, we can continue. Okay, Sean?
Yes.
Okay, yes, Hourglass.
Yeah.
When it comes to exorcisms, when it comes to exorcisms, I believe, yes, as Sean mentioned, there are really good scary movies and horror movies, but they're mainly, to me, it seems that they're trying to make the devil look very powerful, and even the priests are powerless to stop them. And so, yes, I agree, it's a business really to make movies and so on. This is how I came to know about these exorcisms, yes. And but yes, that was a nice stream. I really enjoyed it. Thank you for answering my questions and for everything.
You're welcome.
For
Thank
playing
you.
the video. It was
Thank
really
you.
nice, and I let you two speak, and
Yeah, thank you.
have a good chat. I really loved it.
Thank you very much. See you inshallah next week. Salam alaikum,
Yes.
my brother.
Yes.
Salam alaikum.
Salam alaikum. Peace be with you.
Peace be with you, my brother. Thank you. Yes, Sean.
Okay,
Yes, Sean. Did you get what?
So
what
yeah,
I meant
I mean,
there?
so in the Quran. Yeah, I think I don't agree with. I probably don't agree with half of it. I think capitalism is
Like what? Like what? Can you
not
please explain?
all that.
So yes, you're lagging. You're lagging, Sean.
Well, I'm just talking about
Sean, you're
my
lagging.
internet's pretty bad.
Okay,
Yeah, sorry about that. My internet.
no problem. Now it's better.
So I was just saying, does the Quran talk about Satan or anything like that? The Quran doesn't talk about Satan and all that,
No,
like in the Bible.
Yeah, Quran talks about Satan. Quran says everything, but I say always that these are metaphoric verses of Quran, and this was because of people of the past. Quran, it was not. It was too early to talk about capitalism and such things. People wouldn't understand anything, any word of that. So Quran said these things in a way that we in 21st century can understand it. When Quran says Satan spread poverty among you and lead you to immorality, and then there are verses in Quran that Satan asked God, okay, Allah, to give him time until the judgment day, to the end, until the end, okay, the hour, to fool people. But God denied that, says that no, you have time, but not until the end. Okay, so according Quran, Satan will disappear one day while we are living on this planet. Okay, so I have put these words like this: that imagine that when Satan was talking to God was 0 and end is 100. Okay, Satan's time, according Quran, will disappear sometimes between 0 and 100. Okay, it is ridiculous to think that God might remove him one day before the end, because that doesn't make sense. It is ridiculous that he removed him one day before. Okay, so he should remove him a time and because he is the source of all bad deeds. He is the one who create all bad deeds. Sean, all right, yes, you went. I think that you have problem with your connection. Maybe you can join. I will wait some minutes. Otherwise, we can. If you don't join, then we can talk about it this next week. All right, because I want to say when you are here. And yes, while you are not here, I would answer. Pui, you are here or not? Chapter 24, verse 2 is about lashing adulterers. Okay, and I have said it many times. Okay, yes, okay, yes, Sean. Okay, yes. So I believe that. Yes, I believe that Satan's time. Yes, hello, you hear me? Yeah, Sean. Okay, yes. I assume that you hear me. So I believe Satan's time is. I just imagine that his time will finish something around 90. Okay, I just give this as a imagination that his time will finish something like 90. And then there are good facts that why I say that, because we believe in a Messiah in all Abrahamic religions, that somebody will come and save us and so on, Mahdi, and there will be a while that we live in that society. So there is a way out of this jungle that we are living. Okay, so there will be a time when Satan doesn't exist and we are living on this planet. So I say always that if capitalism exists, people still will do bad deeds. If Satan is the source of all bad deeds, which is in Quran, okay, in Quran, Satan is the source of all bad deeds. He is the one who encourages people, fool people to do all bad deeds. So when he doesn't exist, if we are going to have the capitalism, we still do bad deeds, because farmers of Afghanistan still they produce opium, because potatoes and tomatoes is not worth to produce because it doesn't give them much money. They can sell it maybe 10 cents per kilo if they can even sell it. But opium, they can sell it hundreds of dollars. That's why they produce opium, because they have to feed their families. Okay, while farmers of Sweden, they don't produce drugs because they are well off. Okay, so that's why I say that even if Satan disappear and this system exists, still we do bad deeds. Okay, because we need to do bad deeds, not me and you, but many people, those hundreds of millions of people who live on $1 or $2 a day, they need to do bad deeds. And unfortunately, those 1% who make billions of dollars, they do bad deeds too, because they want to become richer and richer. Sean?
Yeah, I mean, I'm more of a socialist, eco-socialist, but I wouldn't go full communism. You know what I mean? Because it might work. I mean, there's some examples that show that it might work, but historically, it hasn't been proven to work fully yet. I haven't seen a really good example of communism. So you're probably thinking about Islamic communism or something.
Yes. Look, Sean, what something that hasn't happened before, hasn't worked, doesn't mean that it will never work. Okay, because I have said it. That Marxism, they have, because it's coming from the mind of a human being, so he couldn't think about everything. But Islam, God has thought about everything, and it is a promise in Quran that it will work and it will come in the future. Quran says there will come a day, finally, my righteous servants, they rule and inherit the planet. This is in Quran, okay? And there is another verse of Quran that says that it is a promise from God that one day the oppressed will rule and inherit the planet. So there are two categories, two classes in Quran, oppressed and oppressor in Quran. So when oppressed rule and inherit the planet, it means that there will be no anymore oppressed and oppressor. And as long as capitalism exists, Sean, there will be always oppressed and oppressor, because that 1%, they want to rule and they want to, oppress others to become richer and richer. And it will happen, okay? And it will work because it is the meaning of creation, okay? Because God created us not just to live, eat, have, and produce and then die. There is a reason that why we are on this planet. The reason is that we come like animals, live in a jungle, but at the end, we live like human beings in a human world, in a world where we share with each other, we love one another, okay? So there are a lot of things in Islam that indicate that there will be such a world, and it's a promise from God, okay? I don't call it communism, I call it equality, okay, Sean?
So you kind of like want a Islamic kind of communism kind of.
Don't say communism, because when you say communism, people think that it's Marxism. No, I say Islamic equality. And Sean, when we go to Mecca, we dress equal. Do you know that?
Yes, but
So,
to be fair, I don't think in Islam you can treat women equally. Is that fair to say?
It is. I mean, yes, definitely in that backward extremist Islam, no, they see women as devil, they see them as, it's crazy. But in Islam, I believe women are absolutely equal, okay? In the sight of Allah, chapter 49, verse 13, it says that we created you from men and women, okay? And the best of you in the sight of Allah is the most righteous one. So it doesn't matter that you're a man or a woman, the more righteous you are, the better you are in the sight of Allah. So we are equal in the sight of Allah. Of course, we are not equal in the sight of ourselves. There are people who think that women are stupid and so on. Yes, but that's their problems, okay? It's not God's. God doesn't want this. God created us equal, and it is in chapter 49, verse 13. There are other verses as well that you can read, okay? Sean?
All right. Well, I'm just going to talk about the devil and free will. I mean, if God created Satan and then he influences us to do bad things, how are people supposed to have free will in this planet?
Okay. Yes, Sean, when I converted to Islam, okay, if you know, I was atheist, and I converted to Islam. So I was thinking about the same thing, that Satan cannot be that creator. How can God create such a power that influence me without me knowing, without me hearing him? Somehow he hypnotized me, or people who do bad deeds, and then he want to punish me for that. So that's why I was thinking that no, Satan cannot be that creator. Satan is I call it inequality. And I was explaining for you that when we go to Mecca, we dress equal. The material is also decided, is cotton material. It doesn't have to be designed, because we shouldn't be different. Allah wants us to be equal there in the presence of Allah, okay? And we say to him, I accept it. I accept it. What we say, I accept the equality. And then we reject the opposite of it, which is Satan. And Satan is the opposite of equality. And he explained in those verses that Satan is the one who spread poverty among us. Okay, so who spread poverty among us in the real world is the capitalist system, Sean. That 1%.
No, but so what does Satan do in your point of view?
As I said, yes.
Did God create Satan?
No, you got it. That according to me, okay, from my view, And there are others, of course. It's not, I'm not alone. Okay. From my view, Satan is the capitalist system. God didn't create Satan. God didn't create the capitalist system. It is in our nature, okay? Because it is the jungle system that the strongest one gets the most. Sorry?
Yeah, but in the Quran, I don't think it talks about capitalism, or it talks about it probably describes Satan as a person
Sean,
like God or something.
Yes, Sean. I said that in chapter 3, verse 7, Allah says there are unspecific verses of Quran that only Allah and those firm in knowledge understand the true meaning of them. Okay, so these are metaphor verses of Quran. So you have to put them beside each other. And as I said, in the past, people would not understand such a things. So Allah came with these verses. And when you put all these pieces of puzzles together, then you realize that Satan is the opposite of the equality. When we go to Mecca, we dress equal, and then we reject the opposite of equality. The symbol is Satan. So what is the opposite of equality is inequality.
Yeah, but who created Satan? Who created Satan?
Nobody created Satan.
Did God create Satan?
No. I said that this is our nature, is the system. We are created animals, but smart animals with free will. Okay. So guided us. He tried to guide us to get out of this jungle, which is in our nature. In this jungle, the strongest one get the most, the weakest one get little or nothing. Okay, so God tried to teach us that we have to live like human beings. All right, so through his prophets, and he wants us to get out of this jungle to live in a human world where we share everything with each other. Okay, love one another. All right, and share everything with each other and live equally. So this is what God wants us to do. But our nature is the satanic nature, if you can say it, which is animal nature, me, selfishness, just me. I want billions of dollars, and these billions of dollars is not enough for me. I'm going to kill millions of people, okay, because of me. So this is the Satan, okay? I can say to that.
You don't believe in a Satan-like majority. I don't think you're not the typical Muslim, I'd say, because I think most Muslims believe in like Satan, like the Christians do. No,
I know. I said that I'm not the only one. You said also, okay, I'm not the only one. We are. I don't know how many, but we are millions who believe in that. Okay, that what is it? Satan is a system. All right. And,
so you don't.
Yes.
So
yes,
the majority of Muslims around the world believe in the, your typical Satan, the devil.
Yes.
The same with the Christian. I think the Jews don't believe in Satan. I don't think they have Satan in Judaism. Am I correct or wrong?
I
don't think they have a hell.
I don't know, actually. I have to find out. But I think they believe, all Abrahamic religion believe in Satan and the hell.
All right. Yeah, I remember someone saying that, but it could be wrong.
Okay, I have to check. There was it's a brother, Abraham. He's agnostic, yeah, but he's from Jewish background. I wish that he was here and he would tell us. Okay. So anyway, I hope that you understood that we don't have to, because Quran says that there are metaphor verses in Quran that only Allah and those firm in knowledge understand the true meaning. So we have to put these things, as you said, you have to think that it is not fair that Allah creates such a power that influence majority of people on the planet. Yeah, you know that majority of people on the planet, they do bad deeds. So according to Quran, the source is the Satan. So you create such a power, and then you want to punish people for that. This is not fair. This is not just. Okay, do you understand, Sean?
So you don't believe in the majority of the Muslim beliefs that God created Satan and he's influencing our lives to do bad things? Because that's what most Muslims believe in.
No, but I believe that it is our nature. Yes, he created us he created us with animal nature, but he gave us the ability to understand, to be, to communicate with us and teach us. Put two ways in front of us: live like a human being, die like a human being and be rewarded, or live like an animal and die like an animal and be punished. So he put in front of us two ways, okay, with free will to decide. Okay, so I believe that Satan is that animal nature which is inside us. Okay, that he created us, of course, in that nature, but he gave us this ability to understand. And he says in Quran, he will not punish us for what we don't understand, something that bad deeds that we made, okay, we committed without understanding it. Okay, so he's not going to punish us. He punished us only for those bad deeds that we understood that this is a bad deed, but we did it. Understand, Sean?
All right. Sorry, I haven't read the Quran, so I can't read. But what's this story about the satanic verses? What's that about?
Okay,
is that real?
No, that's a trash hadith by Bukhari, okay, and other people. I think Bukhari has written, yes, as I know, that these are trash stories that these people, were inventing, So there is a link I put there if somebody else would like to join, because Patrick is asking questions. Anyway, so these are trash stories that these people have.
But what do they say? What do the hadith say?
Yeah, the hadith says that the Prophet Muhammad said something about some pagan gods, and then later he came and said, no, Satan told me, and these are not words of God, so delete them. Okay, understand? So these are yes.
He said Muhammad said that there was pagan gods, and then he said no, that was Satan that told me.
Yes, that you have to worship this and that God, yeah, something like this, and then later he came and said, oh, sorry, these verses were put in my head by Satan. Okay, they are not from because Angel Gabriel came and told me that no, these are not from God, these are from Satan. Okay, so yes, I mean, you know what, this guy, he couldn't, he just saw a verse of Quran and he start to make stories about that, a bunch of lies about that. There is a verse in Quran that says that whenever Allah send a message, Satan tries to influence them, and but Allah will change this. I don't remember exactly every words of the verse, but the verse is not talking about Prophet Muhammad. The verse is talking about all prophets. Okay, that of course Satan tried to stop this message. Okay, but Allah make his message true. Okay, it's not about that Satan put something in the messenger's head and then Allah changed them and fixed them. No, this is not that. So this guy has read a verse of Quran, but he didn't understand. So he started to make a bunch of false, fabricated stories about that. Understand, Sean?
It was the guy there who wrote the book there. What's his name?
All right.
But so you're saying that verse is in the hadiths, but isn't the guy who wrote those hadiths a famous guy?
Once again?
Sorry, the person who wrote those hadiths or in the satanic verses, was he a reputable fella? Who are so-called fake hadith?
You were lagging, so unfortunately, the guy I said that as I know, it is Bukhari, yeah, and he has written a lot of fabricated hadiths. Of course, most Sunni Muslims they don't agree with me, but this is why they block me, because they cannot answer my questions. Yes, but anyway, he fabricated a lot of hadiths. Yes.
So, but isn't Bukhari one of the main fellas who wrote the hadiths?
Yes, there are others as well, Muslim, but Bukhari is as according these extremist Muslims, Bukhari is the most authentic. Okay, but I'd say Bukhari has a lot of fabricated hadiths. I don't say all of them fabricated, but a lot of them are fabricated. Okay.
So the hadiths basically is what stories of what other people say what Muhammad did. Is that what basically hadiths are?
Yeah. What he did and what he said. Yes, basically, yes. It's supposed to be that, but unfortunately, I said they have created stories to make money, because I say always they are a bunch of businessmen and their business is God. Okay, for them the quantity is important, not the quality. Okay, so they should fill their books with a lot of trash to sell it. Sean,
They proved that hadith, the satanic verses, were fake. How did they manage to prove that?
how can I okay,
No. How did they find out that those hadiths were fake?
No, look,
The
I say,
satanic verses.
look, I don't say they found that it is fake. I say that there are lots of Muslims who don't believe that it is authentic. Okay, but there are Muslims who believe that this is authentic. He says that it is authentic because they make that this person said it, this person said it, that person said it. They make a chain of narration and say that, yeah, this hadith is authentic. But who can prove that this person or that person or Aisha really said this? Okay, do you understand?
Aisha said that?
No, I said usually they say, like, for example, Ibn Abbas said it or Aisha said it. For example, they say, yeah, for example, they say that there were two verses written on a sheet. Aisha said, yeah, there were two verse of stoning and suckling of an adult were written on a sheet and was under my pillow. A goat came and ate those two verses. That's why they are not in Quran. Okay, so these are fabricated hadiths by these people because they want to keep this verse of this barbaric act of stoning, so they couldn't add it into Quran. So they came up with fabricated hadiths to keep this barbaric act of pagans. Okay, Sean.
All right, so they made a hadith to get rid of controversial things in the Quran, basically.
No. They made hadiths to add to the Quran. Okay, add what they wanted, like stoning adulterers. Okay, they wanted to stone adulterers. That's why they fabricated hadiths to add this, because they couldn't add it in Quran because Quran was, protected. Okay, it was memorized by people, by companions of Prophet. So they could, if they wanted to put this verse in Quran, then the companion would say, no, this verse didn't come. So that's why 200 years later, they started to fabricate it. Hadiths said that, oh, the verse came, why it is not in Quran? Because it was eaten by a goat. Do you understand, Sean? Yeah.
So that hadith was, okay, I get it. Yeah.
Fabricated, yes, fabricated. And because of that, all other hadiths also has to be checked. Which way? If they contradict Quran, then they are fabricated, because Quran says itself that if something, contradict Quran much, it says if it contradict Quran very much, then it's not from your Lord. It's chapter 4, verse 81. Okay, so anything,
what's so contradictory? What hadiths are contradictory to the Quran? Give me an example of a hadiths that are contradictory to the Quran.
Yes, like stoning adulterers. Okay, like Aisha was 6 years old, and like these types of hadiths that are, there are hadiths, like, for example, there was a hadith that it doesn't it's not just only contradicting, it has to make sense as well. Okay, that like there were hadiths that says that Prophet Muhammad said kill all lizards, because they blow the fire of Prophet Abraham, and because Satan fooled them. This is something trash, because Satan cannot influence lizards, okay, and lizard cannot blow, and such a thing. So it's not only contradict Quran, but even has to make sense as well. Understand?
So there's a lot of hadiths. People say a lot of hadiths are not very true. How much percentage of hadiths do you think people don't believe in or are controversial?
Yeah, there are people who believe in all of them. Yes, of course. I mean, all of them in Bukhari and Muslim. Okay, there are many people who do that because their scholars says. Okay, I cannot say how many percentage of them, but there are not so many hadiths that are authentic. Okay, there are, I don't know how many, but because I haven't gone through all of them, because mostly I'm concentrating on Quran. Okay, understand? So Quran is the most authentic book that we can refer to. Okay, so hadiths as well, they must explain rulings of Quran. Understand? It's not that they complete or they add to Quran. For example, when Quran says slash adulterers 100 lashes, so hadith can explain, because Quran says bring 4 witnesses. Okay, and hadith says who are these witnesses, what kind of conditions they must complete or meet. 10 conditions that Puhi wrote this, chapter 24, verse 2. I was going to answer. Now I can answer at the same time to you as well. Hadith says that they must complete 10 conditions, never have lied, and never have forgotten their prayers, never have stolen anything, and then they must have seen the actual intercourse, not that just these people came out from. So these things make it impossible to slash anybody, Sean, okay, because nobody do fornication in public. So hadith make it impossible to do it, because God doesn't want us to punish each other, because we are all sinners ourselves. Okay, we cannot judge people, we can always be wrong in our judgment, and we are not their best judge. Okay, we can commit some kind of bad deeds in our judgment. Okay, Sean?
Yeah, okay. I don't really know much about Islam, but so are you saying that the people who follow all the hadiths and all of the Quran are kind of like ISIS and the Taliban? Why do people say that ISIS and the Taliban don't follow Islam correctly? What's so wrong about what they're doing that is not in Islam?
Okay, all right. I didn't say that if they follow all Quran, they are ISIS. Okay, because I follow all Quran. Okay, but if they follow the wrong interpretation of Quran, okay, there are some of them, they interpret verses or unspecific verses of Quran in a wrong way. Okay, and they commit a lot of barbaric act, and they follow fabricated hadiths, which we were talking about, like stoning adulterers, killing apostates. Okay, these people are, yes, they are extremists, ISIS, Taliban. So that's why we say they don't follow Quran, because Quran chapter 3 verse 7, if you go and read it, explain how to read Quran, it says that there are precise verses of Quran that are foundation of Quran. Which are the precise verses of Quran? The most merciful and forgiving God, that has been repeated in Quran 113 times. That's the foundation of Quran, that we have to be most, God is the most merciful and forgiving. So such a God, we are following such a God in the name of the most merciful and forgiving God. So what these people do is going against the precise verses of Quran. Allah says in Quran, so many verses, forgive, be patient, and so on. So these people go against all these verses of Quran. And they just follow, according that verse, chapter 3, verse 7, they follow only unspecific verses of Quran, and they what is it? They interpret these verses, unspecific verses, the way they want, okay? Understand? The way they want, like these lashes of adulterers that we said, okay? I explained for you that if we follow Quran and the true hadith, okay, then we cannot slash anybody, because yes, because God doesn't want us to judge people, because everybody have the right to repent, everybody have the right to change, okay? And we are not ourselves, we are not free of sins. And I've said it before, the one who implemented the so-called Sharia law in Indonesian law, he was slashed himself few months later for adultery. So such a people themselves, they are bad people, and they want to punish other people, okay? So you understand what I mean with that, that these people are not following true Quran, because they just want to punish others, despite they are themselves a bunch of bad people. Understand, Sean?
So the Taliban and ISIS and the Wahhabi Muslims, they are more conservative, more
They are
following
terrible. They are extremists. Yeah, they are a bunch of barbarians. Yes.
Al Qaeda and all them people.
Yeah, all of them. Yes. They are a bunch
Who
of
else?
barbarians.
Who else are bad
Al-Shabaab,
in Islam?
Ayatollah fascist Khomeini. You know.
Yeah, there's a lot of problems in Muslim countries. But do you think a lot of it is to do with Islam, or it's to do with politics?
No, politics. Because I have been. If you check this stream, you will see. I was showing even Sean a video where U.S. presidents like Clinton, like Obama, like Clinton's foreign minister, they were apologizing for involvement of their U.S. and U.K. in a coup against Iranian democratic elected Prime Minister Dr. Mossadegh in 1953. The result was a dictatorship, a Shah dictatorship in Iran. The result of that was a revolution. Ayatollah fascist Khomeini to take the power, because they were afraid of left groups, so that they don't take the power, and then they join Soviet Union. That's why they gave Iran to ISIS. Khomeini was a real true ISIS. They gave Iran to him, and they supported him, they helped him. Today still they are helping him. And that devil destroyed the entire Middle East. He created Iran-Iraq war, he created Hezbollah, he created a lot of other terrorists, Yemen war, Syrian war, and all other things. So Iranian regime did it, and he was always supported by the West. And today still they are supporting Iranian regime. So this doesn't have anything to do with Islam. It is just politics, because they want the Middle East to stay backward, and they want to sell their weapons to the Middle East and buy cheap oil, all these things, Sean.
Yeah, but I thought that Islam was very a political religion. If you want to follow Islam, there's a lot of political, like Sharia law. What else? A lot of Muslim countries, Islam is the.
Yeah. I told you, Sean. I told you Islam is politics. Yes. If you want to change people's, people's situation, then you have to be involved in politics. But it is in a positive way. These people, these Khomeini, they were a bunch of mafia. They were a bunch of terrorists. They are a bunch of bad people. Okay, so they helped them to get the power in Iran, because they were better option for the West against the left groups. Okay, you understand that it didn't have anything to do with Islam. These people, they were a better option for the West when they had just two options. The West had just two options in 1979. Either the left groups which would join Soviet Union or the ISIS. So they chose ISIS because they knew that ISIS will not join US. Okay, ISIS. What I mean with ISIS is that behavior, that belief. Okay, Khomeini was the biggest ISIS. Okay, the first ISIS. Understand? So they helped them. Understand, Sean?
Okay, I think I maybe agree 70% of what you said there. But what do you think about Israel and religion and about the end of the world and all that? Do you think that a lot of Christians in America want to keep Israel with the Israelis because they want to bring back the end of the world or something like that? They want to bring back the Temple of Solomon or something,
I know.
then the Messiah will come back.
Yeah, I understand, but these are, for me, these are beliefs. I mean, wrong beliefs. Okay, I believe that there will be no Messiah, and I believe that, as I said, there will be one day will come that the entire world will live in peace, and they remove all borders. They will love one another. They share everything with each other. Okay, I believe that a utopia will come. Okay, so I don't believe that. I know that there are some Muslim extremists who also believe in creating chaos on the planet so that Mahdi comes, the Messiah comes, to save the world. So there are such a people, but this is a wrong belief, and it is terrible. Yes.
So all of the problems with Islam and Judaism in Israel is to do with, I think it's a lot to do with religion, to be fair. It's not all to do with politics. The conservative Jews want to keep their Judaism.
Yeah, I know.
And the Muslims,
there are.
The Muslims probably want to kick out the Jews because the end of the world or something.
No, I think it has also a lot to do with politics, because if you know, the left, Soviet Union, and all left groups everywhere in the world, they also didn't like Israel because they believe that Israel is a base for the West during the Cold War. Okay, that's why they were boycotting Israel. I know they were not buying any Israeli products. Sean, I don't know if you know that or not. Do you know that?
So you're saying the Soviet Union was boycotting Israel during the time?
The Cold War. The Cold War.
I didn't know that. I thought the Jews.
Yes. No,
there was a lot of Jews that were Muslims.
Even today,
they were communists, the Jews, no?
Yes. Even today, the left groups, they don't like Israel because they say that Israel was, and there are even, I saw an American leftist was saying that Israel is like when the ship fleet goes to the war, there is one ship in the front, something like that. He was explaining in this way that Israel was working in such a way for the West, okay, to be a base for in the Cold War in the Middle East. That's why they created. So they believe in this theory. That's why they didn't like Israel and they were boycotting Israel. Yes, you have to ask. I know that.
Yeah, but I think there's also conservative Christians that want to keep Israel, to support Israel, and then they can bring in the end of the world or something.
Yes. I know
the Republicans mainly.
Yes, there are definitely people who want to, maybe they have other aims, but they want to justify their aims through religion, to fool people perhaps. There are people like this, definitely. So, but anyway, I believe myself in that all borders should be removed. Everybody should live wherever they want. They should love one another. This is not right. They shouldn't kill each other. I don't like this at all. Yes, I like that a word, peaceful word, Sean.
So you don't believe in the end of the world and the Messiah and all that stuff, no?
Look,
like Revelation,
I believe
in the Bible.
Yes, I definitely believe in the end of the world, because even this is scientific fact that there will be an end to this universe. Everybody know that there are 3 different theories. So we know that there will be an end to this universe. So perhaps definitely our planet will come to the end, maybe before the universe, whatever. There is an end to our planet. But anyway, I believe in that. But I don't believe that a Messiah in that way will come. I have said it. I believe that we are all Messiah ourselves. We can change the world. We have the map. We have the guidance. It is we who must walk out of out of this jungle ourselves. God is not going to carry us out. Okay, if he was going to do it, he would have done it thousands of years ago. He wouldn't create, he wouldn't wait all these times. So he's not going to do it. Yes, Sean.
So you're saying, so the Quran doesn't talk about the end of the world and a Messiah coming back or anything like that?
No, I believe that we will develop and we will go towards a better world, a better time.
But what does the Quran say?
Sorry?
What does the Quran say about the end of the world?
I said that Quran says that there will come a time when my righteous people will rule and inherit the planet. So there will be a time, and I believe that the world will go towards that. We see throughout the history, look at back thousands of years ago, how was it, how is today? Like countries like Scandinavia, slowly we are going towards better times. Look at the revolutions in the Middle East, okay? So Sean,
most Muslims believe that there will be an end of the world and that everybody will become Muslim. Is that what they believe? What do the majority of Muslims think? Not you. Sorry.
Yeah, I know that the majority of Muslim believe that Islam will conquer the planet and so on. I believe in that, okay? But in which way, Sean? I believe that everybody at the end will be righteous, okay? As Quran says, everybody will become good people, and that's why they are Muslims. Muslim doesn't mean that you have to believe in God. Muslim means that you are a good person, you do good deeds, so you are following God's commands, because God wants that you be a good person and you do good deeds. As long as you do that, you are a Muslim, Sean. Okay? Do you understand? So every good deeds you do is Islam, Sean. Okay?
But then what's the point of following Islam if I can become an atheist and just not pray and do good deeds? Does that mean that atheist that's good as well as a Muslim?
You're breaking up. So what does it you said at the end, does it mean what?
So you're saying that any atheist that does good deeds as good as a Muslim, and the Muslim prays extra with that, are you saying that they're both equally going to go to heaven?
Yeah, look, God says that the best of you is the most righteous one. Okay, righteous in that way means that the one who sacrificed most. Okay, so the more you do, the more rewards you get. Okay, so I don't know how there are the different levels of heaven, but God says in Quran, every good deeds you do, you will not, God will reward you. So it doesn't matter. And he says anybody, okay? And chapter 49, verse 13, if you read it, God talks to everybody, talks to mankind. It says, oh mankind, the best of you in the sight of Allah is the most righteous one. So anybody who do good deeds will be rewarded in heaven, okay? But of course, if you pray fast, you get more rewards, okay? What more you get there, I don't know, okay? But anyway, it is better for you. But if you are atheist and you do good deeds, it will not be lost, okay? You will be rewarded for that as well, Sean, okay? Do you understand?
That more Muslims will go to heaven than atheists that are good.
No. I didn't say more Muslims go to heaven. I said they get a better place, perhaps. Okay, understand? because they have
Also, the
more.
prayers just add an extra bonus
Yes, yes,
to the heaven.
yes, extra bonus, exactly. So how it will be there, I don't know. Maybe you get more pleasure. Maybe you get massage. If you take it like that.
What like I heard, I follow a lot of ex-Muslims, apostate prophet, and all that. And what's the
Yeah.
story about 72 virgins or something? Is that true? You can
No,
get
that's
70.
no. These are fabricated hadiths, okay, Sean. But you get, it is described in Quran that you get pleasure, okay. You get beautiful, existence. You better say, okay. So it is not about get 72, because in that dimension we are not material anymore, okay. We are soul. So even if there is something like river of wine and women and such things in Quran, it is for people of the past to understand how pleasure, the pleasure, okay, because should be touchable for them. For us, it is not touchable to know what kind of pleasure we get in another dimension, okay. So it has to be like, even burning in hell is not exactly the way, okay. So it has to be touchable for you, because you understand, burning is painfully, but it is different. Maybe it is like a nightmare, hell, and heaven is like a beautiful dream. Understand, Sean? So it is not exactly that way. But for you, as I said, it is not only Muslims, and of course there are Muslims, those who pray and fast according to Quran. Allah says, "Woe to you," okay, to those who pray and fast, but it is just for showing off. But they don't sacrifice, they don't feed the poor, they don't take care of orphans. Is chapter 107, verse 1 through 7. Allah put them beside the disbelievers, those who don't believe, okay. Allah put them beside each other, the Muslims who pray and fast, and it is just for showing up. So you see that it is all about what you do, not what you say, okay, or what you believe. It's all about what you do in Islam, Sean.
Okay, so in your perfect Islamic world, would the government follow Islam and all that? So would Islam itself allow for different beliefs in a perfect Islamic world?
Yes, there is no compulsion in religion in Islam, okay. Islam just preach, so you can accept it, you can deny it, as I said. And in the true Islamic world, everybody should be respected, everybody should be equal, okay, no matter what you believe in. And what is it? It has to just take care of people. Even Ali radiallahu says to his governor of Egypt that people are your brothers. So there are two group of people. One are those who are your brothers in religion, and one those who are your brothers in creation. So me and you are brothers in creation, okay. We are not brothers in religion, but we are brothers in creation. And Ali radiallahu says to his governor that what is it? Never, your duty is not to judge people and punish people. Your duty is to fix the problem that lead people to bad deeds, okay. So the government's duty is not to judge people. The government's duty is to fix the problems that lead people to bad deeds, okay. Sean, it's 3 hours 10 minutes. I usually finish the stream on 3 hours, and I appreciate very much that you are here. I love it. I would love to answer every your question. So please join me next week as well, and we can talk more. Would you do that, my brother?
Yeah, it's been fun. Yeah, I might.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
it was very nice.
It's been fun. Thanks.
Yes, it was very nice talking to you. And I have to end the stream, unfortunately. Okay, my brother. All right. So thank you for being here. All right. Take care. Have a nice weekend. All right.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye. Before I go, I just, as usual. Sorry. Take care, everybody. Bye, my brother Sean. Bye, everybody. Thank you for being here. Take care.